What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Here we are back again. Louisville41. Talk some NFL football. We, we got a lot to talk about right now. So, first off, I want to say I appreciate everybody who's been helping me. Okay. I appreciate everybody who's been giving me all the love. Shoot, got to turn the camera off. Hold on, y'all. Let me All right, y'all. Been a while. There you go. If y'all want to come in, talk some NFL football, talk about what's been about week 4. Did Brock Purdy come back too early because of Matt Jones? Did Lamar Jackson quit on this team this past weekend because Kansas City was kind of basically beating the stuffing out of Baltimore. Then you had the Sunday night game with the Cowboys and Green Bay Packers. End up with a 40-40 overtime tie. Like some of the people just like me said, no man, we need to keep this game going till we have a winner. But for some reason the overtime rules are what they are right now. And I'm almost saying each team wasn't even trying to score a touchdown in overtime. They just wanted to like basically kick it and field goals, and that right there kind of pissed me off. But I'm at a point where if Brock Purdy did come back too early, so if Brock Purdy did come back early because he worried about Matt Jones basically stealing his job, um, hey, that shit that happens. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I need to start doing this for it. Wow, come on, man. All right, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I've been trying to get the show together because it's been a while since I've been doing these shows. Like last week, we talked about the NFL. That was kind of great. This week we're going to continue that conversation because a whole lot of things did go on in the NFL this past week. And also last night, where we saw Tyreek Hill in that a serious bad ex- knee injury. It was more than just a knee injury. Like if you saw the video, his leg just seemed like it snapped into two. Like everything that's been going on with him trying to get out of Miami, the whole domestic violence situation with him and his I don't know current wife, ex-wife. Like prayer prayer to the brother Tyreek Hill. Hopefully, um, he will get better and probably he probably won't be back to like if he does come back next season. I say he probably be back late in the season. But his season for the Miami Dolphins this year is over. His career for Miami Dolphins may be over. Because who knows if Tyreek Hill is going to be back with the Dolphins. Because I think he's been trying to get out of there. But hey, I want to head on this whole Brock Purdy situation. But let's face it, the brother came back too soon to play in that 49 Jaguar game, knowing he was not ready to come back yet. And right now, he's saying he complaining about his toe being hurt right now. It wasn't hurt when you came back and played against Jacksonville this past Sunday. Now that you got a game on Thursday night against the Rams, you complaining about toe pain now. You came back early to play in that game because you were worried about you Matt Jones taking your job. It's that simple. Because what Matt Jones did against New Orleans, the Cardinals, you couldn't handle that. So you'd be like, oh, I can't allow this man to take my job because the 49ers paid me this big old contract. If how it gonna look on me if I'm out if Matt Jones is out there outshining me right now and I can't do nothing about it. So basically you came back, had two two touchdowns, two interceptions, and turned the ball with the last minute of a crucial time in the game. And you basically kind of caught the 49ers game. Even though y'all did turn the ball with 5 times, and on special teams, they let an 86-yard punt return for a touchdown, cost them the game. All you had to do was manage the game because defense was playing great defensive football. You let your worry mentality, your ego, and your worry mentality about losing, about some the backup taking your job, it kind of cost your team being undefeated. Being undefeated now because you let your ego take over, knowing you probably need a couple more weeks to be out to beat to be them. If you wasn't ready to play yet, you should not been out there playing in the first place. Then because let's say Brock Purdy just sat out that Jacksonville game and Matt Jones played. Do the 49ers win the game? Because if you won the game, he would have been 3-0. Then team would have been questioning is Brock Purdy the right quarterback on this team? like they are doing right now, because I don't know they thinking about trading Matt Jones to the Bengals. Um, but it did show that Cal can you Brock Purdy is a system quarterback who if he plays in another system, is not going to do well because that system kind of benefits him. And another reason, if you fire Shanahan with a new coach, a new different systems, it's not going to work out. So that's going to probably end up keeping, even though the 49ers are at the record they are right now, 3-1, that's probably going to keep Shanahan for probably 2 to 3 more years because his system it benefits quarterbacks. His system helps quarterback play great because his system because that system kind of helped bad quarterbacks look great. So hey, now on this whole did Lamar Jackson quit on his team this past Sunday and refusing to go in? Mm, it's kind of hard to say if Lamar Jackson did quit on his team. And if the injury he's saying this past weekend is really a hamstring injury, because they saying like when he was injured, nobody didn't come around him. Like he said, I'm hurt. They said he said, I'm hurt. I can't go back in. And so basically, he was pissed off, frustrated with the way Harbaugh was coaching the team, the way the offense was not really moving the ball after taking a 7-3 lead early against Kansas City. Feel like Baltimore was in trouble with the game. The next thing you know, the defense gave up a lot of yards and made Patrick Mahomes like the old Patrick Mahomes you've been seeing over the last couple of years with 4 touchdown passes. And the offensive line and the offense of Baltimore could not basically pick up the pace and pieces with him. Now, like I watched Lamar Jackson for years. He put he has played injured. He has played in tough bad situations. But him talking about him quitting on the team, he did not quit on the team. It is time for Jim Harbaugh to probably John Harbaugh to probably leave. Maybe so because people been complaining about the way Harbaugh runs his team for the last couple of years. How yeah, you can put it on Lamar and not get him to back to the Super Bowl, back to the promised land. But Harbaugh is the coach. He is the one to make the final say and the final decision on certain plays instead of being run. Like if you watch that Buffalo Bill game this past first game of the season, Baltimore had the opportunity to win that game, but Harbaugh chose to punt the ball back to Buffalo, even though the defense gave up points, and Buffalo basically came back down the field, set up for a game-winning field goal, and that was that. Then yeah, they beat the Cleveland Browns, but Cleveland Browns got no type of offense. Then once again, Baltimore. The following game after that one, Derrick Henry fumbled the ball when Baltimore probably had a chance to have a go ahead score, and that kind of cost them the game. Now I think Baltimore is still a decent team. I still think Lamar gonna lead them to the playoffs, but mm, it's hard to say if their defense is gonna be able to hold up for them to make a deep playoff run. But it's still a lot of games left in the season, and still a lot of things can change. Now, then you had that little Sunday night game between the Cowboys and Green Bay Packers. The first time Michael Parsons was back in Dallas. You had uh you had the Green Bay Packers who took an early lead, then on a block punt, Dallas ran the ball back for like two points for block field goal. Dallas ran the ball back for like 2 points, touchdown. Next thing you know, hey, it's 13-2. And after that, Dallas would started moving the ball. Dak Prescott on the offense started scoring points, and Green Bay did score some points back too. Right? They let Green Bay wide receiver have a career game with 3 touchdowns, and Dallas can't. Even though every time you thought Dallas was out the game, Dak Prescott led the Dallas Cowboys back down the field for like purchase touchdowns. He had two purchase he had a purchase touchdown throw to number 3. I can't remember his last name. Then he had a purchase goal line touchdown throw to in overtime. Everybody thought Dallas was going to throw a touchdown on that, but he didn't. They ended up taking a field goal, and Green Bay came back down the field with plenty of time to score a touchdown on their own. Instead, they just basically just hit the field goal themselves. So Cowboy fans are happy, talking about, oh, we didn't lose, we can get our butt handed to us. Like, but y'all are happy about a tag football game. A tag game. Instead of getting the win, y'all happy about the game ending in a tie. Like the overtime rules to be really looked at right now. This whole 40, that whole 40 tie game, I thought they should have kept playing till you got winner. Like if you going like, I know the overtime rule is like 10 minutes of you trying to each team get an opportunity. If they throw a touchdown, you got to come back throw a touchdown. You just kick a field goal, you got to come back throw a touchdown and kick a field goal too. But when it was overtime, I would have been like, hey, put 8 minutes back on that clock, get back on that field, and see it. And whoever scored the first points, then they're the winner. In the second overtime, that's how seen it. But that was not the case. And you got the game that you got a 40-40 tie where you don't know what's going to happen to the end of the regular season because who knows if both teams need that game to make the playoffs, and it's not going to benefit both of them. And Dallas can talk about scoring 40 points, but your defense once again gave up a lot of points. And I don't understand why people don't see the problem with the Dallas Cowboy defense giving up a lot of points since the season started. Because even though the offense is putting up points, but your defense is giving up a lot of points, and that's going to be a serious problem if you can't fix that situation. Then you got the drama in Cincinnati right now since Joe Burrow been out. The Cincinnati Bengals offense has looked dreadful with the backup quarterback. And Chase is not happy. If you watch the game last night with the Broncos, he was complaining to teammates and the head coach about it. And you look at the situation with Jack Browning at quarterback. Are they going to try to trade with a team to get a one of these quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins, Matt Jones? Like, are they, it's like, because if you try to trade for one of those quarterbacks, then it's gonna probably well, the owner is like real cheap, is not willing to give up draft capital and give up money to get a starting quarterback. He'd rather see his team basically not have a winning season to prove um to prove a point, or just try to get a good on draft pick. Because every time you get some reason, every time the Bengals get like a first round pick, they try to basically play hardball, talking about, and put some stipulations in the guy's contract, talking about, I ain't paying you if you sitting in prison. I don't know what type of person you are. You evaluate these guys when you draft them, and you drafted Stewart in the draft, a good guy, never got in trouble. But you try to play hardball with him, and look what happened. He almost did not play for you. He about ready to go into next year's draft. Like, if they like, Cincinnati offense is basically normally helps the defense out, because defense is not elite, and he refused to pay players on the defense side of the ball. Oh, when it comes to offense side of the ball, he has no problem. So, cool boy. Well, and what is up with all of these star players getting these type of injuries on the football field lately? I don't know if the field, um, grad turf, or what. Players are constantly getting injured with ankle injury, broken leg, knee injury. It's because all these freaky injuries are basically hurting the game. Because we basically, like, you have fans that basically pay like a certain amount of money to see they star players playing the game. And right now we're not seeing that, because the guys we paid to see are basically getting injured, basically suffering from crazy injury time and time again. And like right now, what like, and plus, I don't know if they're mad about guys getting injured because they part of their fantasy team, or you're mad about guys getting injured because you got a parlay going on them right now. But the injuries are happening right now, and you cannot make, and it's hurt, not only hurting the organization, hurting your favorite team right now. And and you looking at the NFL and the trainers talking about what's going on, guys. Like, why are so many guys getting injured? Oh shoot, I wonder if y'all been trying to come up, but y'all don't see the there it goes. Y'all want to try to come up and talk some NFL. The link is in the chat. Um, Now all these injuries is a serious situation right now, and I don't know what we can do to well, we can't do them. We're the fans watching the game. We gotta start looking at the doctors and trainers who've been telling you guys, "Oh, y'all ready to go out there and play? Oh, you should be take a couple weeks off." Um, like I'm looking at the 49ers on trainers right now. Did they really tell Brock Purdy and the head coaches, the president and the organization that Brock was ready to play against Jacksonville? Or did he make the decision to go out there and play because he worried about Mac Jones basically being the starting quarterback for the whole season? Like when you look at this, like if you're a lifelong 49er fan like me, you look at the situation with Joe Montana and Steve Young, where Steve Young was kind of outplaying Joe Montana when he was out with his injury. And Joe Montana was trying to come back sooner than he expected from that elbow injury. And basically, when he did come back, played that game, next thing you know, Montana got traded to Kansas City, and basically that was the end of the rivalry between Joe Montana and Steve Young. See, I think Brock Purdy is worried about. I don't know. Brock Purdy is worried about being traded if Matt Jones outplays him, because he know Brock Purdy kind of knows in his heart, if I go to another team, the system they're gonna play is not gonna help my game out, because the system that Kyle Shanahan plays in right now kind of helps my game. It benefits me, and plus with the whole Bosa being out for the season, the 49ers may need to use one of their quarterback as a bargaining chip to try to get a good pass rusher. Probably not only for this whole NFL season, probably from down the line next 2 or 3 years. Because when you got players like Bosa, Kittle, um, Brandon Ayuk, and multiple players suffering season ending injuries, you're going to need some players to replace them while you can. Like 49ers have drafted good guys, and the whole situation with the O line right now with Trent Williams, you don't know if he's going to retire or not retire. And if he don't retire, he always trying to look for a new deal year after year. And it kind of as a 49er fan, they kind of get frustrating sometimes when you got certain players always look for a new deal or after playing a year or two every single time. Like my opinion, I think this may be Trent Williams last year as the 49ers. I think they're gonna move on, try to see if they can sign draft or old tackle, replace him, or try to sign a tackle to for Trent Williams. But I know the situation in Baltimore is kind of iffy right now. They're not going to give up on Lamar Jackson. Don't get me wrong. Teams gonna probably gonna call to see if they willing to trade Lamar Jackson. 'Cause I think Harbaugh is probably on his way out after the season. Who would they get to replace him as head coach? I don't know, but ever since that defensive coordinator left the Baltimore Ravens to take Seattle Seahawks head coaching job, that Baltimore defense has basically not has been the same over the last two and a half years. Everybody looking at the defensive coordinator they got right now, asking them like, what are you teaching them? Like, how come your defense is not working? Like, why are you still here? Do you deserve to still be here at the defense coordinator for this Baltimore Ravens team? And with that way, the division they play in with the Browns, Steelers, Steelers, and Bengals, Baltimore still have the opportunity to win the division. Because one, the Bengals and Browns got no offense right now. Brown got a great defense, but the Bengals right now got no offense, no defense. And Pittsburgh, they slowly starting to come in their own. Cause you know how Mike Tomlin is. His team start off slow, then they go out there and win a couple of games and make the playoffs. So Ravens do got the Houston Texans coming up, and they need to really hurry up and fix this situation. Because if they don't, then you already know what's going to happen. They're going to lose. It's going to be basically it'd be Lamar Jackson first losing season as a quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, where they did not make the playoffs. Then next thing you know, the Baltimore Ravens going to think about blowing it up, keeping Lamar Jackson, keeping Derrick Henry, getting rid of Harbaugh, getting rid of cutting the calls, getting rid of a lot of key players that been on that team for a couple of years, and build a whole lot of capital, draft some of those player replacements, sign free agents. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a whole different Baltimore Ravens on football team. That's basically what you gonna be having. So right now, the teams who are looking good right now are the Buffalo Bills. They seem like they're unstoppable right now, just like with the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, like let's talk about that Eagles situation real quick. Eagles are 4-0. They doing enough to win games right now. And AJ Brown, even though he said he's not really saying it and physically saying it, he said he put a tweet on Twitter, a cryptic tweet, like I don't know what the Bible verse or what, but I don't think AJ Brown is happy. Like I don't like yeah, he had 9 passes come to him, but was Jalen Hurts really trying to get him the ball? I'm trying to please him. The whole main reason y'all brought AJ Brown there because you needed some wide receiver help at the time. Like you didn't know what you gonna get when you had Jalen Hurts became the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, and basically he became quarterback because AJ Brown thought, oh, I can make any quarterback look great because he thought he was gonna come there, spend a couple years with Philadelphia, and get new money every like what 2 to 3 years. Cause I can see where AJ Brown coming from. Like if I don't catch like at least 84 to 85 balls and get like 100, 1,000, 1,005 on receiving yards, then then I ain't gonna get paid. If I don't get paid, then I'm gonna start complaining. Cause he thinks Jalen Hurts right now trying to take food off his plate. Cause I don't know what the contract situation is. Um, I don't know what the contract situation is with AJ Brown and the Philadelphia Eagles right now, but he gonna probably be looking for a new deal real soon, or if not, at be traded. So I'm looking at the situation in Philadelphia. Hey, you may not. Hey, they are winning games. Defense is playing great. The offense is probably putting up is averaging what 28 to 30, 35 points a game, and you're complaining. Like, shouldn't you be happy that your team's undefeated right now? And You're the defending Super Bowl champs, but it's caused drama between fans and players. Like right now, it's like split down the middle. They think AJ Brown is right. They think and they think he should not be complaining about the team about him not getting his share of the ball because they are winning right now. But I don't run the Eagles. What do I know? Then, well, Kansas City. I don't know if they made a statement win against the Baltimore Ravens because Pat Mahomes did become the youngest to 250 touchdown passes, and they did kind of spank the Ravens. Well, it was 38 to 13. Probably would have been more than that if Kansas City didn't take their foot off the gas. No, it was 38 to 20. Like I said, we don't know the situation in Baltimore right now. They're probably evaluating the whole system, evaluating everything with the defense and the offensive side of the ball. But Kansas City did make a statement by beating Baltimore Ravens, going 2-3, not being 1-4 like the Ravens are right now. Is Mahomes back the way he used to be? Well, we're gonna see against Jacksonville, supposed to be the best defense in the league and leading the lead in turnover right now. If you've seen the 49er game, Jacksonville made them turn them over like 4 times in crucial minutes in the game, and they took advantage of that and beat the 49ers 26-21. We're gonna see. Um, but the usual suspects of NFL are doing their thing like usual with the Bills, Kansas City, Baltimore. That's a toss up. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hi, this is Gigi. You online?
yeah, I'm on live. What, you don't see me?
Yeah, I see you. Okay, there we go. What's going on? How we doing today?
I'm doing good, Gigi.
Good, good, good. You feeling all right?
Yeah, just hanging and like I don't got an old doctor this week. I ain't supposed to be going to like next week. So
Okay. Okay. So you decided to do a live today?
yeah,
Okay. What we talking about?
this past week on 4 of the NFL.
Uh-huh.
Our Cowboys fans are happy that they didn't lose the game. They're happy about a tied game. And I'm like,
Well, go
you
ahead.
happy about you happy about the game that in a 40-40 tie? Those I was upset after the game. I was talking about y'all need to keep playing till we get a winner. Cause this overtime
Right.
thing, that overtime rule is ridiculous.
Lou, let me ask you this. I thought maybe I'm behind. I haven't read the rules in a couple of years, but I thought that's what they used to do. They would each one would get a chance. If one scored a field goal, the other one could win with a touchdown. But if it was tied, they would play until the tie was broke. I thought that's how it used to be. Did they change it or something?
If they did that in the playoffs, they can keep playing till you had a winner.
Right,
But I think if I remember right, each team, if one team scores, the
Uh
other
huh.
team get the opportunity to get the ball and try to score
Right.
themselves.
Right.
And that's what happened. They kicked both teams kicked back to back field goals instead of
Right.
trying to go for the touchdown, what they had opportunity to get.
Right.
Like basically, if you're if uh,
So, and then one thing I was saying, I thought if one score, because that happened in the overtime in the last Dallas game, if I'm not mistaken, what didn't one kick a field goal and the other one scored a touchdown and they won, or was that another game I was looking at? We
in,
gotta read those, we gotta
in
read
the
those
Giants
rules.
in the Giants see in the Giants game,
Uh huh.
the New York Giants turned the ball over when
Uh
Russell
huh.
Wilson threw that interception. Dallas
Right.
went down the field, kicked the field goal. The game was over because
Right.
you cannot turn the ball over in overtime.
Uh huh.
If you turn the ball over in overtime, then the team who got the ball has the opportunity to go down the field, kick a field goal for a game winning shot.
Right, right, because the Giants didn't score. He threw the interception. The field goal won the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm saying in the rules, if one did the field goal and the other one did the touchdown, the one that scored the touchdown is the winner, right? I got to read those rules again.
If you score it's like if you score a touchdown,
Mhm,
that's when the game used to be over because the
mhm,
other team did not get a chance. But now, what the new rule is, if you score a touchdown and the other
mhm,
team has get the chance to have possession to go down the field score a touchdown too. If they don't
mhm.
do that, that's when the game's over too.
Game is over too, right? So, but if both teams score a touchdown, uh, and they tie the game, so it comes up as a draw automatically.
It's only becomes a draw if both teams score a touchdown
Hmm.
and the clock is at 0-0-0.
Oh Lord, I got to read those rules because I'm confused.
I like I felt like this how I felt that when the game ended in a 40-40 tie, I wanted them
Hmm.
to play another overtime, probably like
Hmm.
8 minutes, 8 or 5 minute overtime, and
Hmm.
whoever scored first is the
Right.
one of the game. But it's not like that.
I got to read
But
those rules because when did they change them, Lou? Because I'm behind. I'm behind. That don't make no sense.
I think they changed them like 2 to 3 years ago. I can't remember.
Okay. Okay.
But the only time, but it, in the playoffs, they got to have a winner. Ain't no draws.
Hmm.
That's how it is. But it should be like in the regular season too, because
Right.
now you got a team with like Cowboys and Packers got a draw on their record. Who knows
Hmm.
if one of them needs that game to make the playoffs or the
Mm.
wild card?
Right.
So what's up, Vaughn, man?
Hi, Mr. Vaughn. How you doing today? Well, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, and I was mad about it because um I don't like no draw. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. I just don't like that. And Jerry Jones all over he's in the pre-game interview, he's in the post-game interview. He's too vocal and he's too visible. What owner do we see doing all this that Jerry Jones is doing?
And plus, don't you think it's a problem that your Cowboys been giving up almost 40 points every game this season?
Mm, mm.
You
And then
y'all y'all been giving up almost 40 points every game against bad teams. teams that
Well,
may not make the play.
we ain't got no line, Mister Lou. We ain't got no line. Who we got? Who? You name me somebody on my team that's on the line that we got.
You talking about
That's gonna
defense
make
side of football?
yeah on the defense side. We ain't got no line. Who?
Like
Diggs? Diggs? Who we got? Diggs? Huh?
y'all got yeah. Okay, this was the situation and what happened. Michael Parsons left the Cowboys because Jerry Jones was not willing to pay the money.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of paying Parsons, he paid that safety a lot of money, and he been giving up a lot of touchdowns this season.
Right.
It's been the back end. It's been the back end of your football team on defense. The corner safeties and all them been the
Mm-hmm.
one been basically giving up the points. Yeah,
Right.
your offense been playing decent, been playing great, but what does that matter if your defense keep on constantly giving up 38 to 40 points a game?
Right. Right.
And I'm trying to tell Cowboy fans that's a serious problem.
That is a serious problem because I mean we can score if we scoring we scoring a touchdown and the opponent scoring a touchdown. You're not winning no games like that. You got to be able to stop somebody sometime. Okay, that's what happened Sunday night. Every time we score, the Packers score. Every
And
time we messed up,
like so far, and put so far the defense is making half decent quarterbacks look like top five quarterbacks when that's a
hmm
serious problem right there too.
that's a serious problem. We can't hold.
Hello, y'all still hear me?
I hear you. I hear you.
Because I'm looking at because I'm a 49er fan.
hmm
I'm looking at this past Sunday situation. Brock Purdy
hmm
was not ready. Brock Purdy was not ready to play this past Sunday. I don't know why he was out there in the first place. If you was still hurt, why did you play in the first place? Because you worried about the back quarterback taking your job.
Mm. Y'all play the Rams this week, don't you?
Yeah, on Thursday night, but the last game we played Jacksonville and lost 26-21
hmm
because our quarterback Brock Purdy came back from injury, I think too soon, and not did not play great.
hmm
And he talking about I got toe pain, my toe hurts. Like I'm like, you if
Three
your
six
toe
one
hurts,
four.
why the hell you played in the last game?
I'm sorry, baby. 3614. I'm sorry, Lou. I'm getting my delivery. 3614. 614. Mm-hmm.
What up,
Yeah,
Polo?
but
Hey, what's up, y'all?
what
I
was
was
your
just in the middle of something, but I'm listening.
me too. I was ready to get my delivery. I was hoping it would come before I got online, but they come when you don't want them to come. But yeah,
I'm
this
like,
football thing is looking crazy. Because how you
if
gonna
you
have my go ahead, Mr. Lou.
I'm just saying, if you're injured and you ain't really ready to play and you worry about somebody taking your job,
Mm-hmm.
then do not go on that football field if you're still kind of injured because you worry about somebody stealing your job and stealing food out your plate.
Mm-hmm.
Like like last night, per the Tyreek Hill, I know he gonna probably be out for a year and a half because that knee injury was ooh boy.
Was that a hamstring or what was it? Or is that a knee?
ACL,
Last,
yeah, knee.
A knee. Okay.
if you seen that play, GG, it would have made you kind of sick.
Yeah, everybody thought
I
he
turned
broke his
my
leg at
I
first. It
yeah
looked like he broke his
I
leg.
turned my head away from it because it looked kind of I didn't like that right there.
Like when I saw that, I thought, oh damn, he probably broke his leg. But they said with the knee.
Mm. Looked like that bone was coming out a little bit to me. I couldn't see that. I couldn't watch that.
It probably dislocated and popped back in. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, yeah. I was watching a video this morning. He's in the hospital, y'all. He's in the hospital.
Yeah, you gotta get surgery right away for an injury like that.
So Tyreek is out. So that put the Jet. Who they gonna put? They going You think they're gonna play Hunter? Ain't that where Hunter is?
Tyreek Hill is out for the season. They're gonna have to go with what the wide receiver they got right now. They're gonna probably sign a wide receiver on free agency.
Now Hunter plays for
Mm.
Jacksonville.
Oh, Jacksonville. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong mascot. I'm sorry, y'all.
The colors are
So who they
similar. I get
got?
it though. They do have kind of similar colors, but yeah.
Yeah, who they got? Who they got? Who they got as a backup?
Oh, they got a nice receiving core in Miami. They just got to get that offensive line together, which they played a little bit better
Mm,
last night.
mm.
Hey, young, did the Jets make the wrong move? Getting Aaron Glenn as head coach.
Nah, he just needs to fix the culture of that team because they had so many daggone self-inflicting penalties last night. They had a chance to win the game. They just couldn't get out their own way as far as the players.
They got Justin Fields over there too, right?
Yeah. What's
Salute.
up, Polo?
Hey, what's going down? What's going down? What's up, GG
Hey,
fam?
Polo.
How y'all doing? I tried to get on the panel a couple times, but GG wouldn't let your boy on. But, I mean, it's all
What
good.
you mean? I got man. Everybody's
You
trying
know,
to.
no shade though. I still love
I'm
you. I'm
sorry.
still,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure that everybody that try to get on the panel on Monday is gonna have they say. Okay, I'm gonna have to have
no,
y'all pick numbers or something. I'm running
no.
3 hours. I'm supposed to be running an hour. I'm running 3 hour streams. I'm trying to keep it as condensed as I can. Okay, but I'm gonna make sure, Polo, that you get on there. And then Vaughn, if you come over, I'm gonna make sure you get your. And Mr. Lou, you always in the chat. You know you can come on the panel whenever you want to. Okay.
Yeah, I know the link
Yeah,
don't be there, but
y'all know GG, but sometimes I don't feel like coming up. I don't feel like coming up because I don't be feeling good at the time.
Hmm. I understand. I understand. But what y'all think about the Eagles, though? I think the Eagles is still kind of.
they
They
dog
kind of
walking.
got that.
Yeah,
They
they
not
Yeah,
bored.
they is.
They
they
bored.
not even playing their best football.
Yeah, they're bored. They playing
Mm-hmm.
bored.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What y'all think about the whole AJ Brown situation right now? Is
I mean, he just need to chill. Like Cam Newton said, he brought up a good point. Lou, Gigi, and Vine. He was saying you're winning right now. Why are you tripping? You winning right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't want to turn it into like one of them Travis Kelsey type of situations, or one of them disgruntled like Tyreek Hill was earlier in the last season or anything like that. Man, I mean, you got a ring. You know what I'm saying? Y'all 4-0. Y'all looking like y'all probably gonna win. Just chill.
Right. Let the season play out. You last year when y'all made it to the Super Bowl, y'all made it to the Super Bowl on your defense and running game, and then in the Super Bowl, Kansas City was so worried about your running game that it opened up your passing game. Now, the way the
Mm-hmm.
season has started, teams are playing your passing game. You see that
I
game in the
love it.
second half against Tampa Bay? They didn't even pass the ball in the second half. They just ran it.
Man,
Right. I love that
we
tush tush
had
listen,
fake. I
Polo.
love that tush.
Hey, Polo.
Y'all see that tush tush fake?
I just want to say real quick, Polo. If they would have gave your ball to your running back more, y'all would have won that game. Came back and won that game.
I know. We, hey, and Irvin, you know what I'm saying? We make stupid decisions. Bro, he'll be having the game and everything else. I mean, we 3-1. I'm like, okay, let's not start blowing it now by making ill-advised plays. And that's where Vaughn, I gotta bring up what Vaughn was talking about with Glenn for a second. What he got a good point with what he said with Glenn. Everything was on point with the Jets. It's just they damn play calling. Like I don't know if it's me, if he thinking just defensive minded, or if he can't drop a good offensive play. But Fields was playing better than this with the Steelers.
Yeah.
Come on now, Fields. He was playing real good with the Steelers.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
And like I was saying, like the offense that like I don't understand. Now 2 years ago, they had a respectable offensive line. All of a sudden, it's like they can't block no more. Like that shit is crazy. And then all the penalties, like all them penalties that they were getting last night was just crazy, bro. Like, come on,
The penalties. Come on now. They must have some kind of side bet or something going on with them penalties. How you gonna have that many penalties? I mean, it's rolling over from Sunday night to Monday night. All them penalties.
I know the league has had a point of emphasis on certain penalties, but what bugged me out with the Jets game is really that fourth, like the pass interference against the Jets at the end of the third quarter. Because we usually don't see a call like that get made. Like by letter of the law, yeah, it was offensive pass interference, but how many times have we seen receivers use the arm to get space and not get called?
Right.
That push off. That push off.
And that wasn't even egregious. You saw the defender didn't really move like that.
Right.
It wasn't egregious. I think when they seen his arm extend, which I mean the defender was being aggressive too. So I like when the referees say, okay, both of y'all fighting all for love and war. Ain't no flag being thrown right now.
That's kind of like the flop in the NBA. They doing kind of like the flopping, you know?
Like you want to like the one like the rule that's supposed, like you said in the NBA, the one rule that the NBA is supposed to have legislated in, but for some reason one team was allowed to get away with it. You can jump into your opponent and fall back, and it's a foul on the opponent.
Right.
It's kind of like that surge going on with the Aces and the Fever right now.
Yep.
You don't know what you're gonna get each and every game. Like they let the Fever get away with a lot. They let the Aces get away with a lot.
But Lou, I mean, 34-11.
Yeah, that was.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
But what y'all think about the whole thing? What do you think about certain fans saying Lamar Jackson quit on the team this past Sunday?
I think that's nonsense. I mean, first of all, he now out for like the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Right. And that's just the people who were proven wrong about Lamar Jackson wanting to have something to say.
Right.
But Lamar ain't got nobody to work with.
To fall on now.
Right, but Lamar ain't got nobody to work with.
Scrub, Gigi, I've been telling Scrub, I think I told Lou this and Vine, I've been telling Scrub this for long. Harbaugh got to go, man.
I said the same thing.
Everybody feeling that way too. Harbaugh, it's time for Harbaugh to go.
His style is old. It's time for them to get something new and fresh.
2012, right?
Yeah.
2012.
Hey,
and Lamar ain't got nobody. Lamar ain't got nobody to work with.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Lamar's the one who saved his job.
You talking about?
He ain't got nobody to work
with. Hold on. Y'all talk about getting rid of the only coach who made his system compatible for Lamar. How many NFL coaches are going to do that?
Say it again.
So he need to get Lamar need to get some help.
Listen, I agree with that, but he was one of the few coaches who's smart enough to forget my offense. We're going to run an offense that fits Lamar so we can get the best out of him. Not too many NFL coaches
No,
is willing
but
to
the thing,
scrap.
Lamar
TV,
can run
they-
any offense.
But TV, remember they had an identity. They used to have an identity with Suggs, with Reed, and with Lewis.
You gotta
All
think,
that. They had an
about,
identity then.
think about this. Every NFL team go through that tenure, right? They get a rookie scale quarterback that played with the team, and the defense is hella strong. And then as the rookie comes of age, year 6, year 7, and that defense phasing out, they start to buy these weapons for the rookie. You feel me? So now in this quarterback, he got the weapons he need on offensively, but they sacrificed the defense. Their defense is trash. I told y'all, who did I tell y'all they need to fire, bury, and get the fuck out of Baltimore? Marlon Humphreys. He fucking sucks. He's the worst corner in the league. I thought Trayvon Diggs was, but number 44 from Baltimore, worse than him. He can't cover nobody. Not the second receiver, not the third receiver, not even the fucking fourth receiver. And he's killing Baltimore right now.
Well,
I'm not glad he hurt, but I'm glad his ass ain't playing.
Well, Marlon Humphrey been done for a few years now.
Yeah.
That guy we saw early in his career. He ain't the same dude. But
I know they got Jair Alexander, but he got hurt and he ain't even played yet.
Jair Alexander got in similar. He stayed hurt himself. That's why Green Bay let go of him.
What happened to Derrick Henry? What happened to him? Wasn't he running yards at one time? He ain't doing nothing.
Because he been fumbling.
Listen,
when they give him the touches, he gonna produce.
When they brought Derrick Henry in there, when they brought them in there around time, everybody else, man, this experiment, they were supposed to be in the champion, at least in the Super Bowl by now.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%.
Project, man.
But we keep forgetting this one detail. This roster honestly is not a championship roster.
They need a
defense.
No, it's not just the defense. It's these wide receivers. It's like
no. I was saying they need to get a deep threat, bro.
Okay, all right. Hold on. You said it's not the defense, right?
It's not only the defense.
Hold on. Let me show you something. Against Kansas City, that was the first time Baltimore scoring under 30 points this season. The offense ain't the problem, bro.
The offense is a problem. No,
wait. Hold on. Time out. Before this Kansas City game, Baltimore have averaged 34 points a game with no kickoff returns, no punt returns, and no defensive touchdowns. How was the offense the problem?
Because where's these receivers when you need them most?
Listen, hold on. Listen.
Because Lamar Jackson is that he's the one carrying them along. All right.
Listen, hold on. Their offense isn't predicated on their receivers. As you can tell, they don't invest in their receivers.
Predicated on Lamar Jackson
and Derrick Henry.
All right, you get Derrick Henry, but even when they had the lead against Buffalo, they started calling this consecutive nonsense. It's not so much that their offense is a problem. Let me put it like this: yeah, they can score points. All right, that's good.
That's the offense job, bro. All their job is to do is score points.
Except when they need them most to actually make a play. Where is it?
Listen, hold on. Why
situational football?
Listen. I just want you to go and look up the average point per game in the NFL.
I don't care about the average point per game.
No, you have to care because you're talking numbers, bro. You're talking numbers, bro. Listen, this is my.
I don't care. Numbers is all well and good. Watch what am I seeing on this field? I can care less about a damn number. When on the field, late in the game, in a key situation, this offense can't get their dang on points.
My nigga, if I'm scoring 35 points a game, it shouldn't be close.
It shouldn't be, but you know what?
Okay, so whose fault is that? The offense is doing their part, my nigga. 35 points a fucking game. What more y'all want from us?
I need some.
Okay, what do y'all want from us? We averaged before the Kansas City game. They're averaging 35 points a game.
That's right now. What about them postseason games? How many times did they score 35 points?
Bro, you keep talking. Listen, bro, you keep talking about the postseason, right? And you got to remember, they was a bad catch away from advancing. There was a bad play away from advancing. A dude who catch that ball 99 out of 100 times dropped the ball.
Mark Andrews is your best receiver, you have a problem.
Absolutely. That should let you know their offense isn't even predicated on their receivers. And guess what? Lamar still threw for 41 touchdowns last year.
Because Lamar is that guy.
Right. Listen, hold on. Hey, now listen to what you say. Now listen. And if you saying the offense is predicated around Lamar, and Lamar is that guy.
Well, two things. One, you keep cutting me off. Two, you're not understanding what I'm getting at.
Absolutely not. I'm not. Explain.
You have Lamar Jackson. All right, he's your elite quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how many? And then you got Derrick Henry,
right?
Okay. But how many times have we seen one, this team get away from the run, and then two, when they get away from the run, who's his receivers? Who is a guy he can actually trust? I like Zay Flowers. He's not a number one.
I agree with you. Listen, I agree with you 1,000,000%. Zay Flowers is not a number one. He's playing the role of a number one right now, but he's not a true number one.
He's their number one because he's the best guy they got.
Right, absolutely. I agree with you 1,000,000%. But we both agree that Zay Flowers is not a number one receiver.
He's not. Okay, so who else they got? Bateman is too inconsistent. They haven't trusted him. He can't be trusted. They really don't have any other receivers. The tight ends, all right, you got Likely, and I like Likely, but he don't get the ball enough. You got Mark Andrews. He basically Jason Witten 2.0.
Okay. And I agree with everything you said, right? They have no good receivers. They have the rest of the weapons for what you said, a great offense. And yet we go for the still leading NFL score.
You gotta come closer. I catch all you said right.
Exception.
1 second, bro.
All right.
But I'm looking at the I don't know. I stopped watching the game Sunday, but the last week's game, Lamar Jackson shouldn't be getting sacked 7 times.
Absolutely not.
That's unacceptable.
But you see that's another issue because that also falls on the offense. Your offensive line.
Right. That's why.
That's a weak offensive line. You have a weak offensive line. You got no number one receiver.
I like Harbaugh, but his style is getting stale.
That's what I mean by the offense is a problem because you scoring all these points, but when I need someone to make a play that's not named Lamar Jackson, that's an issue.
They need.
No, no. You got to think about what their offense is predicated off of. They're not the Kansas City Chiefs. You feel me? They're not about to go out there and throw the ball 50 times a game. Their offense is run heavy, predicate, play great defense. That's always been Baltimore formula.
I know what Baltimore's format is.
But, right. Now listen to me. Hear me out.
Okay.
Right?
I'll hear you out.
We know Derrick Henry had the 3 fumbles, right? 3 crucial fumbles, which we can all agree that's not like Derrick Henry. You feel me? At crucial points in the game. My nigga, if my offense is averaging 35 points a game, we should not be in a position to where if this dude fumble the ball, we lose the game. Because that means your defense ain't did shit.
I understand.
All you got to do, listen, you ain't even got to be shut down. All you got to do is give us 2 stops where we could be 2 scores ahead of somebody.
No, I don't disagree with that point. What I'm saying is though, we all understand this defense is a liability. We can all agree this defense has been a liability, and it's not just been this year. It's been for a minute.
Right. I agree.
But remember, the offense I understand they had the lead, but they got the ball back after that fumble. They didn't do anything. That's what I mean by the offense is also a problem because, all right, if you know your defense is weak, you get the ball back. You still got to make some plays because if they make some, I understand it. Yeah, I'm scoring all these points, but if I could get one more first down, okay, I'm not even asking for the what. Just get some more first down.
Let me ask you a question, right, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and this is a dude who coached football, right? I coach football for a living, right?
Right.
If my offense score on 7 of the 9 possessions they have, we can't blame that on offense just because at one point that the defense made a play and stopped the offense. They're all professionals. So at some point, they're going to make a play. You feel me? So now we're going to magnify the fact that, oh, they should have scored the other 2 times where they had the ball.
I'm not saying they should have scored, but I needed them to get a first down. I'm not.
Listen, we all, and they put the ball in somebody's hands they thought was capable. And what happened?
No, that happened. But remember in that game against the Bills, they got the ball back. Mm-hmm.
Can I say something quick?
Yeah.
In that Buffalo Bills game, it was 4th and 1. They had an opportunity to get a first down and win the game. What Harbaugh do? He punched the ball, and the Bills came down there, hit the field goal to win the game. So,
hey, yo, and tell me why would you get the first ball? You just put up 40 points. You need 1 yard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you punt the ball back to the offense and your defense ain't stopped them all game?
I said the same thing during that game. I said the exact same thing because I'm like, because if you knowing how, because I saw where that game was going, I'm like, if the Bills get this ball, they're gonna run out the clock and win the game. I'm going to take my chances with this offense because you know what? In the worst case, we don't get it. We can probably let them score real quick, and we can still get this ball back before this. We get one more shot at least.
Even though they lost this game against Detroit, don't forget about what happened before that. Derrick Henry fumbled the ball.
He fumbled
Detroit
again.
went down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep, Detroit put it away.
Okay. I guess I should revise how I'm saying this. It's not even so much the whole offense. It's not even the offense, like the players, although they do need better personnel. It's the coaching of these play calls that what's his face be coming up with Todd Monken. Like some of the, because think about when, like we said, during that game against the Bills. All right, you had the fumble. Why not call some? You ain't had to go to Derrick Henry again, or you could have called some better plays to get your guys back to get some first downs. Because think about how conservative they be calling plays late in games on offense, and at some point, because you know what's happening. Lamar's has to be Superman. Because he got to bail out this bad coaching, so it puts him in a bad spot once they start falling behind, or when it gets late in these games because Todd Monken be calling some conservative nonsense. Then you got Derrick Henry fumbling, so it's like, dang, Derrick Henry's fumbling. I got these receivers I don't really trust. D Hop ain't the same guy he used to be.
Agreed.
Like. Really,
That's facts.
All this really come back down to is the head coach and the front office. The front office didn't get the personnel for this team to actually get to where they need to get to. Because at some point, I can't keep relying on Lamar to bail me out.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get him.
You know what? But that was what the purpose of bringing Derrick Henry in for. You feel me? To control the game without having to use Lamar to control the game. You feel me? So, like, Derrick Henry, hold on. Mm-hmm. Derrick Henry almost ran for 2,000 yards last year, right?
Yep.
Fell short. Everybody said, "Oh, if Mark Andrews would have did this." Oh, well, you know what? If Lamar Jackson wouldn't have fumbled earlier in the game, they wouldn't have been in that position. But that's water under the bridge, right? You could always, in a football game, everybody done made a mistake to where you can be like, man, that should have cost us the game.
No, but Ron, you know where the mistake started? It started the same way it started the year previously against the Chiefs in the playoff game. They didn't run the ball. They did not commit to that run early.
They're so immensely talented, bro. Like, if they really thought about it, like, I would have been, if I was Baltimore, get out. I was Baltimore, my priority this year would have been Devontae Adams.
Oh, I agree.
You feel me? I would have gave him a for sure number one receiver and been like, okay, I dare y'all to stack the box now. Because guess what? Lamar just threw for 4,000 yards and 41 touchdowns and only 6 picks last year. Mm-hmm. I dare y'all to stack the box now. You get it? Teams are literally.
As long as I've
Listen,
known
they're literally stacking the box. And
We looked through a first one the other night.
Listen, they're literally stacking the box and blitzing because they don't feel like as Lamar Jackson can't get in the ball. Their wide receivers can't get open.
That's it. Like you said, because with Devontae Adams doesn't just help with the run. Like, it doesn't help just with the run game. It helps for the other receivers.
Absolutely. Now you got a roll coverage towards Devontae. You feel me? So now Zay Flowers could work one-on-one in the slot or in the Z spot. You feel me? So it opened up the offense. But what it allows you to do, guess what? Y'all better take 8 out the box. And if you take 8 out the box against Baltimore, kiss the baby. But now teams don't have to. They like, yo, show me Zay can make that play. Show me Rashard can make that play. Okay, we know we got to watch Andrews in the red zone, but that's about it. We'll let him move 30 to 30, as long as we keep him out the red zone.
Because there's only so much he's going to do. Because
right, there's only so many routes he's going to run,
and
but
then
his routes are crucial in the red zone. That's when he's. Who cares if he moved the chains from 30 to 30? I don't care about that.
Exactly.
You feel me? So like they really like. For the way the offense is built, they have to work, but the defense, bro, that defense is horrendous. I'm talking about like I know, like just by knowing how Baltimore is built, I've never seen Baltimore defense this bad, bro.
Ron, since 2015, the Baltimore Ravens had the most fourth quarter leads blown. What am I supposed to do with that?
Ryan, who's worse? Who's worse on defense, y'all?
Yeah,
The Cowboys or the Ravens?
The Ravens.
The Ravens.
Yeah, speaking of what y'all think
Y'all
about that
would not be talking
Cowboys
about
and
no
Green Bay? What y'all think about that Cowboys and Green Bay game this past Sunday? I would love to see them kept playing to get a winner because this overtime rule sucks.
Yeah,
no, but think about it. It really don't, because if you go down and you score a touchdown, the game is over. If you kick a field goal, they kick a field goal, you still going, but you got a whole nother quarter. They gave them a whole extra period, a whole extra 15 minutes.
Well, now they changed the rule. Both teams, like, even if the team that gets the ball first scores a touchdown, the other team get a
chance to score.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
But even with that, my thing about it is that the Packers had a chance to put the game away earlier, and they couldn't do it. They let the Cowboys hang around. And say what you want about Dak Prescott,
he played out of his mind. Oh my God. That
what
was
I saw in that game was the effect of the Micah Parsons trade.
That was boss.
Right. That was like Micah. You're not coming in. You're not coming in here.
Let me say this real quick. Let me just give y'all, just so y'all can see. It'll come back to what y'all saw in that game. Green Bay gave up their best interior defensive lineman.
Yep.
And Dallas gave up their best pass rusher.
Yep.
So what you saw happen in that game was supposed to happen.
Exactly.
One team who can't stop the run because
another team can't stop the pass.
But they was running through Green Bay like crazy.
Yeah. But you can tell. You can tell.
They was running through Green Bay. And
you can tell when you can
pass rush on Green Bay. They kept get close a few times, but they could not put no pressure on Jordan Love.
The only person who got a sack was Micah.
Micah, and that was, and you can tell when Dak is on his game.
I didn't even think that was a sack. I thought Dak got outside the box and was across.
It counted as a sack because it only counted because he was still behind the line of scrimmage, but it didn't
it didn't look like
he didn't take him to the ground. Right, it wasn't traditional.
Right.
No, it wasn't a traditional, but like I said,
it helped with his stats, but it wasn't traditional. Yeah, you're right.
But
you can tell. I was gonna say you can tell when Dak is on his game if you watch his cadence. When he's stomping his feet, he gonna stomp his feet 3 times when he's off his cadence. But when Sunday night, he wasn't stomping his feet like a horse. He was moving his feet and he was passing the ball.
They didn't have not one delay a game penalty or like a thing where they look confused before they snap the ball. Dak was decisive because he knew that Green Bay could not get close to him.
Hey, yo, you know what else helps? When you don't got a fucking diva-ass wide receiver screaming after every possession, get me the fucking ball.
Right. That too.
Right.
Which said
which
the
is
receiver
crazy
would
because
drop the dang on ball half the dang on time anyway.
Pittsburgh last season, he was doing
They
that.
played better without CeeDee Lamb.
I agree.
Now listen, overall they won't be better without CeeDee Lamb, but Dak definitely played more freer without CeeDee Lamb.
I
They'll
think
be
they
better
can
And
without
be
the
Pickens
drop, Ryan.
Pickens
and Pickens was
They
really
dropping the
right.
ball. He can't catch the ball. Pickens catch the ball at the right time.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pickens can play a little bit.
Hey,
You know
but
what I'm saying, Ryan?
listen, I get it, but I'm gonna look at CeeDee Lamb overall body of work, not just the fact that he dropped a couple balls recently. I'm gonna look at his overall body of work. The boy is a monster. He's a monster. He's one of those. You feel me? Yeah, he done had a couple rough weeks and all that shit, but he is one of those. When you talk about top 5 top receivers in the league, most polls gonna have CeeDee Lamb in it. You feel me? So I ain't gonna knock him like that, but yeah, he been looking real shaky, baby, lately. You feel me?
I'm
He's
not
looking
like
real
that.
shaky.
I feel like
That boy is number
George
2,
Pickens
dog.
is right there with you. I think both of them are number 1 receivers. I think they need to. Dallas needs to figure out when CeeDee Lamb come back how to use both of them.
I don't think Pickens is a true number 1. Listen, but what I compared them to, what I'm gonna compare them to, and I'm not saying as far as player for player, but the duo, that's like having a Jerry Rice and a John Taylor. You feel me?
I get what you're saying.
Like John Taylor was, he was him, but he wasn't quite Jerry. You feel me? Even if Jerry missed the game, John could go to the number 1 and hold it down for a game or two. He was an elite talent, but like I see them can be that. Like with CD being a number 1 and him being like the best goddamn number 2 in the league, I can definitely see that.
The thing is, I can
The only reason I disagree, Ron, is because the way that he stepped in on the big moment. If you notice CeeDee Lamb, he don't show up for big games. Just like if we're gonna get on Michael Parsons about not showing up for big games, we got to call that shit out about CeeDee Lamb too.
Oh yeah. Now what he did show me that clutch. Now he did show me he was clutch, but that's like John Taylor. You feel me?
Yeah. He only showed he was clutch against the Giants. That don't mean nothing.
He clutch. He seemed to have that clutch thing, that big play moment things.
Oh, you talking about Pickens?
Pickens, yeah.
Oh yeah, Pickens. Yeah, he look up. The only my issue with Pickens and CD is that they both crash out at inopportune times, man. That and like if I like Pickens show he did it this time, but like there's a lot of times they really show a lot of number 2 type tendencies.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you like this.
But when
I give Pickens the grace period because I think about who the fuck was this dude quarterbacks in Pittsburgh?
Russell Wilson, who ain't the same.
Russell Wilson.
Enough said. You don't have to go no further. Enough said.
Fields.
Not just that, they weren't even trying to go to Pickens like that.
Hey, yo, so that's why I said I'm willing to give Pickens a grace period because we've never actually seen him with a good quarterback. Not even a great quarterback, just a good I thought Pittsburgh was on to something when they traded for Metcalf. I said, Aaron Rodgers got Pickens and Metcalf, then they traded away Pickens. I said, why would they do that?
You see, that move never made sense to me. I'm like, you trade away Pickens to get Metcalf. Now, mind you, Metcalf isn't as much of a crash out as Pickens, but it's like, they kind of do the same thing.
But, hey, yo, listen, if I got Aaron Rodgers one shot, maybe 1 year with Aaron Rodgers, man, I'm going to go get him the best receivers he can possibly have.
Yeah,
because I'm looking at the fact that they about to open the offense up. Like, they went and got Metcalf. Metcalf and Pickens. I'm like, this might be the best 1-2 besides AJ Brown and my boy Devontae Smith or Tyreek Hill and Jaden Waddle. Like, to have a 1-2 punch like that with an elite quarterback would have been crazy.
But Ryan Rodgers isn't elite no more.
Nah, he could spin that thing, bro.
He can still spin it, but there's a difference between just spinning it and actually be.
No, listen, I agree. He is nowhere near the Aaron Rodgers, but he is still an elite arm talent. Even Jalen Ramsey just said that. He said, I couldn't believe it. I got over there and I found out his right arm is still elite. You got to think about it. With the Jets, who we had, Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard.
But that offensive line couldn't protect him.
And they couldn't protect him. But I'm just talking about as far as
Right.
throwing the ball.
Well, he had Garrett Wilson. He had his boy Devontae Adams. But you can't have Aaron Rodgers throwing these 40 plus times a game because he's not that guy no more. You got to help him, give him the run. That's what the Jets didn't really do was run the ball because they had the running backs. If they ran the ball more, they would have won more of them games.
And that messed up my fantasy team because they stopped giving Breece Hall the ball last year. That shit pissed me off.
It messed up their team too because
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because think about this past game against Minnesota. They ran the ball.
Yeah. Yep.
And Rodgers only had to pass like 21 times.
Let me see. Let me try to think of something here. We got Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Matt Stafford.
That's what you should be scared of right there. Is the right.
That situation in Cincinnati right now.
I'm gonna throw Jalen Hurts in there because he a champion. Jalen Hurts. Okay, after Jalen Hurts, where do we go?
Herbert.
Man, don't give me no damn.
That's the Jalen
Herbert dog. He got the talent, but he just.
I'm just saying he's a winner. We can't deny that.
Yeah,
he's
Jalen Hurts knows how to win.
Jalen Hurts. I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. I'm talking about Justin Herbert. Like, don't give me no Justin Herbert.
Okay, Justin Herbert. We go there with Justin Herbert.
All right.
Yeah. Where does Love come in at? Where does Jordan Love come in at?
Jordan Love is ascending, but I like him and Baker Mayfield also.
Baker Mayfield needs to work on his accuracy.
Baker Mayfield has showed me that he can play.
No, Baker
he needs to work on his accuracy. He's always had a problem with interceptions from day one.
Man, right now Cleveland kicking themselves in their ass like goddamn. We could have had Baker. We had Baker.
But you know sometimes a quarterback at a certain spot ain't a great fit at the time and then both teams part ways and it work out better for everyone.
That just go to show you how fucking asshole Kevin Stefanski is. Because we all know you don't try to put a round piece in a square hole. You have to, you have to adapt to the talent that you have around you. I'm not gonna have Baker Mayfield and not take advantage of what Baker Mayfield does best, even if it goes against my goddamn system. I got to alter the system because I need the best out of this kid right here. That's what I'm working with. I'm not about to try to make that kid fit my system, knowing he don't got the tools to fit my system. That's what I call an asshole coach who think he's smarter than everybody else in the room.
Right.
Okay,
the league full of those kind of coaches. Dissect the defense.
Don't do that.
Like some of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Like before pre-snap, Baker Mayfield pre-snap shit. I have to give nothing but props for that shit. He can fucking dissect the defense. Ridiculous.
Okay, last night we saw a situation with the Bengals once again not looking so hot. And we saw Chase on the sideline complain to teammates and got in the coach place last night about the bad quarterback play. And I don't think Brownie is going to start in this game. I think they're going to try to make a trade for a quarterback because Chase is not happy with this. He wants the quarterback who can actually play. The thing about Joe Burrow is even with a bad line, he was still able to get his passes off and still able to put up numbers. So I don't know what type of trade they can make, but Cincinnati needs to do something.
Zach Taylor is another coach that need to go. He's been there too long and hadn't done nothing. Because I know the offensive line been an issue. First they need to fix the offensive line. They haven't been able to fix it, but Zach Taylor got an aversion to running the ball too. I understand you got Joe Burrow, but you gotta help your quarterback out. Run the dang on rock. Because it can't keep being Joe Burrow or bust, because we've seen how that ends. It's gone the same way every year.
That motherfucker can't stay healthy. If I'm Jamar Chase,
Yeah.
I'm saying get me the fuck out of Cincinnati ASAP. I tell T. Higgins you can have this shit, bro.
Man, if I'm T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, I'm saying, we bouncing. I don't care if we on the same team or not, but we got to get out of here, because this ain't we can't save this. But
it's a lot of places that are paying pretty penny to get Jamar Chase right now.
Of course, listen, their teams out trade for T. Higgins too. Like, a lot of teams can use T. Higgins.
I think the Bengals overpaid for him right now, but they had to.
But do we really think Zach Taylor is the guy who's going to get them where they need to get to? Because I don't.
They got the same problem that Baltimore got, an elite offense. Well, no, not even an elite offense. They have an elite passing game. Lamar made Baltimore an elite offense by throwing for 4,000 yards and 41 touchdowns while having an elite run game. Cincinnati has no run game.
Because Zach Taylor refused to run the ball for some godly reason.
He's another dude who thinks he's smarter than everybody in the room. You listen, I don't give a fuck what offense, bro. You have to be able to run the ball, bro. If you gonna sit back and throw that bitch 50 times a game, I'm guarantee you I'm getting to your quarterback 4 times, and I'm probably coming off with a pick or 2.
And Joe Burrow is known to give, and Joe Burrow is known to throw a pick or 2, even though he might throw you about 3-4 touchdowns. He's known to throw a pick or 2.
Even if I can hit him 4 times and sack him 3, sack him 3 times and hit him 7 times.
Yep. Because when you gonna take hits because our offensive line's so dang bad, that alone go get a hit.
Bro, they got them near 65% of their cap tied up into 3 people. Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and fucking Jamar Chase.
They ain't got no money.
But even
they don't like to pay niggas.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
But
that's crazy. What's up with the Raiders, y'all? What's up with the Raiders? They in my home city. What's up with the Raiders?
They got the wrong coach.
What's his name?
Pete Carroll. Like, I hate to say it, but Pete Carroll, the game passed him by.
No, you see what happened when they finally started giving the ball to Yenti? He scored 3 times.
I think right now,
Pete Carroll, he can coach.
I just don't think Pete Carroll got the pieces that he needs right now.
You feel me? He just got there. So he inherited that roster. Okay, we know Brock Bowers. We know we keeping him, right? I'm not about to get off to a rocky start. So we're gonna trade for the quarterback that I had. I'm not looking to keep Geno around just until we build and get what I want. You feel me? Okay, we got Ashton Jensen. Now let's start putting the pieces in place that I really need. Because I don't know whoever put this shit together over here. The only thing they did right was Brock Bowers.
Tom Brady put this shit together.
Tom Brady's the name, but he got a hand in it, but he ain't really
he just got Tom Brady just got there his damn self.
Right.
So he been here for 2 years.
I'm the same right now. If the Raiders are trying to get a quarterback in the draft, like I'm looking at college football right now, I don't see no quarterback that's gonna be able to looking like a first round pick.
Think about it. In 2 years,
the Raiders should trade for Shador.
Hey yo, and for 2 years, I can't just go get random pieces because now we have no identity because we don't even know who the head coach is. So first we got to get the coach in place. All right, we got Pete Carroll in place. Okay, all right, now Pete, what you need us to go get? Look, we fucked around and got Brock Bowers. You know what I mean? But he's the type of player any coach taking to Brock Bowers.
I kind of thought Shador was going to come here because him and Tom have some kind of relationship. I
Yeah,
kind of thought Sanders
That
was going to come
that
back.
Thomas,
would have made sense
Thomas is
because
mentor, but you got to understand a lot comes with Shador.
I know.
A lot like you got to look at it like this. If Shador goes there and he plays and he does and they not doing well, bro. And while he's playing, how long before you hear the whispers of Coach Prime leaving Colorado to come coach in the NFL?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
man,
mean? Like there's no way he should have went in the 5th round. He was definitely a first round pick. He's definitely a first round pick, but you got to understand, not trying to be funny, white men are terrified of smart, intelligent, strong black men.
oh, of course.
Of
And
course. That's from day one.
that's what Dion is. He's a no nonsense. Oh, nah, this how we gonna do this type guy. And you know you can't get over on him. So then you become labeled as hard to deal with.
Right. Drama. Drama.
Drama,
Drama.
it's crazy because the same shit that Shador Sanders got knocked for during the draft, I seen Jackson Dart out there doing the same goddamn thing, and it was praising the fuck out of him for
And
it.
they
Of
were
course.
celebrating that shit. Yep, they sure
You know,
was.
Mm-hmm.
and yo, listen, and that's no knock to Jackson Dart. You feel me?
Nope. Because I said
Because he's
Jackson
just
Dart should
being
have been
him. I
started from
watched
week
him at
one.
Ole Miss. Jackson Dart was just being him.
Yep.
But it's a problem. It's cool when he do it, but it's a problem when I do it.
Always been that way,
It's like I
unfortunately.
said a while back. This is the football world showing you how they really felt about Dion.
That's a
Didn't they
fact.
just
Right.
didn't they just set Wilson down for Dart?
They
Yeah,
did.
Yeah,
but Dart
Yeah.
should have been the
And
starter from
Wilson
week
said he's
one.
gonna retire after the
He
season.
should have been the starter from week one.
yeah,
I
he
don't
just
see
wanted to
why
make
they
sure
didn't
he
see
got his
that.
guaranteed money from the Broncos.
No, but you see, here's the thing with Russell Wilson, which is what got me some of the Giants, because if you're gonna bring in, if you want to go with Jackson Dart, that's fine, that's no problem. But you said you was gonna go with Russ. All right, fine, that's no problem as well. But why didn't you set the offense up to actually help Russ? Like I know what Russ is at this point, but like, where was the plays that worked to Russ's strengths?
That's a fact.
Because you look at that offense, it just started deteriorating to Russ throwing deep.
Bro, that's that, man. Watch this. All right. Y'all want to go get this nigga? Okay, watch this. That's the coach making him fit into his system just to show him that he can do it. Get me my fucking guy I drafted out here.
They should just
Like I'm gonna
started
be
him.
honest with you. There's no need for Russell Wilson on a team when you have a Jameis Winston.
Mm.
He's
Because
hurt right now.
right now they are the same thing, backup quarterbacks.
What's up, S. Young?
At least one thing you could say about Jameis, right? All his teammates love him.
Yeah, that's true.
They love him. They all every teammate every talk about Jameis like, man, fuck with him if you want to. You feel me? Like he just that type of dude. And right now, at this point in their career, him and Russell Wilson, the same thing. A reliable backup that could get you a few games if your quarterback go down. You feel me?
Right.
What's
But
up, S. Young?
the
And
thing, or
but this the thing. The Giants paid Russell Wilson $15 million. I be goddamn. Ain't nobody on my football team making $15 million and it's gonna do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
but we all know that Russ ain't the same guy he used to be.
I understand that.
Right.
That's why I would have
No,
never given $15
no,
million.
I agree. I agree that. What I'm ultimately getting at is like, bro, this dude, like, Russ needed a team. If Russ is going to play, if you're going to have him start, he needed a team that got the run game and got a strong offensive line.
And a defense that's going to give him the ball back with short fields.
Because all he is at right now is a game manager.
And
Yep.
well, that's all he's always
Really,
been as a
really,
game
that's
manager.
all he's ever
Mm-hmm.
been.
But that's not a bad thing.
That's
I
really
can
all
live with
he's
the game
ever been.
manager.
That boy had about two or three really, if you want to say, above average seasons, and they so happened to win a Super Bowl and go to another one.
Because their defense and their run game was elite.
Right. Right. And after that, you seen a decline. You see, once they stopped investing in defense, once they chose him over beast mode, they chose him over beast mode. You saw the Seahawks decline as a team. The winning started declining.
His teammates didn't like him.
I mean, you remember the report of what's his name calling them trash in practice.
Yeah, remember, he was viewed to a bunch. Think about this. You got Richard Sherman from Compton, Cam Chancellor from Tech. You got a bunch of ghetto Negroes that hold the base of this, Earl Thomas, that hold the base of this defense down. Their defense done took these dudes' personality. Gangster. And then you got this dude who they view as an Uncle Tom getting all the credit.
Right.
Getting all the shine. You feel me? He always up in the owner's office.
Matter of fact, got his own office.
Because you know what a real nigga would have did in that Super Bowl? I'd have huddled my niggas out. I'd be like, yo, coach just called a blah, 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 blah. But fuck that shit. Yo, Beast Mode, go get it. Go make history, Marshawn.
But
go make us history, Marshawn. Yo, listen, coach called this, but I'm calling that.
Well, two things. One, Russ, that was his third, fourth year. He was never that kind of guy. But so let's not. We gotta understand, Russ was never that kind of guy. The other thing, the play call in and of itself wasn't even bad. But the receiver didn't execute on his route, and Malcolm Butler did.
Wait.
No. If you remember the Patriots, they knew.
Wait. What down was it? What down was it?
It was
second down.
Second down. Yeah.
Wait, you telling me second down and 1, second down and goal from the 1, and you run a fucking slant?
Yeah, Malcolm Butler. I remember his interview after the game. He said he knew exactly what they were about.
He knew exactly what he was running. That was a horrible play call.
Because they practiced that, and once he seen the lineup, he knew exactly what they was going to do.
That was a horrible play call, bitch. And Marshawn just got a 7 yards to play before.
Yep.
That's horrible play calling.
The play call.
Why am I throwing the ball and I'm 3 feet from the touchdown?
Because you got one timeout and you still. I understand why they called what they called. The play call in and of itself wasn't bad, but if you're gonna call that play call, you gotta make sure you execute.
It's like what you said earlier, Scrub.
I tell you what,
situation. It's the timing of the play call. It's not that he called the play. It's the timing of that play. That was the wrong moment to call that play.
Bro. If you're a coach, and you got a timeout, right? It's second down. You have a timeout. You are 3 feet from the goal line, and you have a motherfucker named Beast Mode.
Beast Mode.
You 3 feet, 1 yard. You 3 feet from the fucking goal line, and you call a slant.
But Beast Mode also wasn't great at the goal line earlier in the year. Not to mention, and you forget one other thing. Vince Wilfork, when the plays he was on the field, the Seahawks offense wasn't getting them runs.
Listen, bro,
I gotta be mindful of that.
Do you remember who got Seattle down there to the goal line?
Right.
He had just ran for 8 yards to play before.
I understand that, but the closer you get, you know how defenses start playing once you get tighter to that goal line.
Listen. You could have ran that bitch, even if Vince Wilfork stuff to play. Okay, and you lost a half a yard. Right. Now you call a timeout. Now you have 2 plays to get it from the 1.5 yard line. Now you can start down.
Yeah, but then you make yourself one-dimensional. You're one-dimensional at that point because if you can't really run because that you start running that clock gonna run.
Why can't you run? You have a motherfucking listen. How many yards Marshawn Lynch had in the Super Bowl?
I I don't remember off the top of my head.
121.
He was on his way to be the MVP of Super Bowl
That's
at that
why they
time
didn't give
too.
him
That's
that
why I said
touchdown, bro.
they were showing that they were putting it on notice. We are choosing Russell Wilson over Marshawn Lynch, and it backfired on him.
There's no way in the world I don't give a fuck if it was the 85 Bears. 3 feet from the goal line with Marshawn having a good day. You're gonna have to show me you can stop this.
I don't know.
Right.
The 85 Bears, they were.
I'm just saying, hey yo, hey yo. Listen,
you mentioned situational football earlier. That's the point where you got to play situational football. It's second and one.
Personally,
we got a timeout. Run the ball on 2nd and 1. If they stop it, now we can throw it. Actually, if the play is covered, we can throw the ball away on 3rd and 1.
Well, me personally, I still would have passed, but I would have went a different way because I wouldn't have came out in shotgun. I wouldn't have thrown a slant either. I would have used a rollout. I would have came out with that goal line offense. I would have used play action because usually they not expecting you to run on the second down like that. And then I'll use like a corner route or have the mesh route going. Now we can still have a 3rd down, and we can still have the option of pass run.
Now listen to what you just did, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said we're gonna roll out. So now you're really not even working with the whole field. You just put yourself in a box.
Yep.
You just put yourself in a box because you can't throw back across your body. So now we know where the play's going.
Well, I say roll out, but use the play action. Like teams do it all the time. How many times have we seen quarterbacks run the play action? All the off defense flow one way, and then someone wide open on the other side, and then the quarterback throw it. It's happened. Let's not pretend like we've never seen that.
Against the most prepared defense in the NFL, I'm not running no play action on second.
Right, but wait a minute. First of all, so hold on. So we're gonna go. Listen, hold on. Let's just look at it like this. 2nd and goal from the 1, right?
Yeah.
There's probably a 65% conversion rate if we give the ball to this dude named Beast Mode, right? Which is extremely high.
You hit them right in the mouth.
Right.
That's what
now,
you
listen.
do to a team like that.
Listen. So we rather go away from a play call that probably got 65% success against this defense to throw something that only got like a 30% success chance. That's not smart at all, dog. Either way you slice it, they were stupid for not giving Beast Mode a chance to win that game from the 1-yard line. What's the timeout left? Now I can see it was like 11 seconds and they ain't have no timeouts. But it was 2nd down and you had a timeout and you 3 feet from the goal line. And the dude just got 7 yards to play before. And let me remind you, they called this motherfucker Beast Mode.
They call a lot of players a lot of like. I gotta be mindful of who I'm. They thought this was a play that could work, and it actually could have. But you know what? The other side get paid too.
Right.
So think about what happened to our receiver when the play started. He got jammed up. He never got off that route.
They would have had to earn their money that day.
Well,
they still had to earn that money because if that jam don't happen, that receiver probably still open. He gets we can't keep doing this like they should have. That sound good, but there's no guarantee you're gonna get it anyway.
Let's look at it like this, right? You did something that was shown that was not a good play, right?
Are we saying that because it actually wasn't a good play, or are we saying that because of the result? Because what he got the touchdown, would we be saying the same thing?
Because it's not a good play because you're 3 feet from the goal line and you're trying to throw a slant.
Right. And I can remember the interview. Malcolm Butler, when they interviewed him, said he knew exactly what they were about to do.
Because that's film study. That's him.
Wait a minute.
He knew exactly the play that they were about to run.
Wait a minute. Time out.
He knew. Let me show.
Listen. Hold on. Let me show y'all how coaching football go. Right. You're on the 1-yard line. Bitch, it ain't but about 4 routes you can fucking run, yo. Before you either out of bounds or out of the back of the fucking end zone. All I got to do is guard against these 4 routes. Because you only are 3 feet away. You only got 10 yards to work with. So that eliminates 3/4 of the route tree right there.
I agree.
Yep, because they had a big offense. They had a big lineup on the line. I can remember the play. They had a big line. They had big bodies on offensive line.
You talking about predictability? Listen,
that tells a defense that they're gonna. It's not a run play. This is a pass play.
Listen, the predictability. You talk about predictability,
right?
There are only 4 routes you can run from this spot on the field, bro. As a receiver, if I'm a cornerback, I'm thinking you got a whip route, a fucking slant, maybe a mesh route.
Yeah, the shot lacrosse, or you want to throw the fade.
The mesh route, right? Shallow crosses.
Like, or you got the fade at the back pylon, but that's even risky because there's like you said, not a lot of space.
Listen,
you can't run no go, you can't run no comeback.
Think about it. The only person who can run the fade is the slot. The outside receiver, the Z can't run the fade. He's lined up on the fucking sideline. So the only person who can run a fade is the fucking slot. Think about it. Y'all only got 10 yards to work with. There's only so many routes y'all can do.
Right. That's what. That's what.
A smart cornerback would have been just like Norfolk Butter.
You got the big body offensive lineman.
If he ain't going to listen, if he ain't going to run a pick route to try to get him open, I know, even if he is going to run a pick route, I know where the ball coming. Guess what? I'm about to jump this bitch.
And he did. Like I said, also the receiver got jammed at the line. He didn't do a good job of winning his route. And that gave up.
Listen, let me show you how predictable. Let me show you how predictable that is. Why would I give him a free release as a fucking corner? Because
I agree.
But he had no room to do anything. Why would I give him a free release?
I'm not giving him a free release. I know that.
Listen. So in hindsight, guess what? That play was predictable as fuck.
They knew it.
They
was probably like, yes, they was probably like, I can't believe this motherfucker not about to get it. Hold up, this nigga ain't about to get it.
Okay.
This nigga ain't getting a ball to first jump.
All I got to do is get through the top of the stack and it's over. We stop it.
Exactly.
From this point on the field,
top of the stack, this play is over. And he so happened to intercept the ball. Because
he executed his assignment.
No
defensive coordinator been in position and still couldn't execute.
Listen. Now you tell me, what would have been his assignment on beast mode left? Absolutely nothing, because he'd have been out the fucking play.
Yep, he would have been blocked. He would have been trying to get through a
He wouldn't even been in the play.
Yeah.
Nah, we about to go down here to these trenches and see who the real dogs is, fellas. Oh, but no, I don't want to give Beast Mode the attention that he deserves. I'm a Russell Wilson guy, and I'm going to show these people I'm smarter than every coach in the NFL, because every other coach in the NFL would have gave the ball to Beast Mode, but watch me out-trick everybody. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, he might have been able to get away with that against a lesser coach, but we know how Bill Belichick get down.
I know. Listen, I bet if it was a fucking camera when they came out in that format.
Years under Parcells.
Hey, I could imagine if it was a camera on Bill Belichick's face when he came out in that formation. I know Bill Belichick said, "No, the fuck,
him.
no, the fuck, he's not. No fucking way."
No, Belichick said, "I got him."
This fucking guy.
All my guys need to do is execute.
Hey, he probably was saying, "This better be a quarterback draw. This better be a quarterback draw. This better be a fucking quarterback draw."
I said, all I got to do is get through the top of the stack.
Come on, man.
All you had was 2 receivers, and you stacked them. You didn't spread them; you stacked them.
Listen, this
predictable as fuck from the.
Hey, listen. This is what I explain to my 10-year-olds as when we in coverage and they see a stack formation, right?
And I say, yo, this is your man, this is your man. I said, but we're going to go man zone, right? Yeah, this is your man. But if your man takes off and goes to the right, you don't follow. You let the
Pass
man
it off.
on the right take it. Right. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
basically, you're playing inside zone. Whoever comes to the inside, that's your man. That's your man.
Yep.
You feel me? You can call it whatever you want. Man zone, this and that, inside zone. You call it whatever you want. But listen, yeah, that's your whatever man come to the release to the inside, that's the man you got. And whatever man release to the outside, that's the man you got.
Yep.
So it don't make no difference which one do it. Whoever do it, that's who you covering. You can't make it no simpler than that.
You can't.
I know NFL got all type of fancy terminology. You feel me?
Football is a simple game. Like with all the terminology, all these fancy forms, it's still a simple
made
game.
football. They made football what it is. But let me tell you something, bro. Like the best form of football I ever seen, and this is what I tell my defense, right? Because I don't want them to overthink the game. You feel me? I say, listen, fellas, there's 4 things they can do. I said, run left, run right, run up the middle, or throw the ball down the field. All right? That's the 4 things. Now, how they do these things is when it get tricky.
Right.
You feel me? But there are only 4 things they can do, fellas. So guess what, y'all? We got to protect against the left, the right, the middle, and down the field.
There's only so many things you can do in certain formations.
It's only 100 by. It's only
they have like them play. You a coach? I've seen the playbooks, bro. Them playbooks is fucking thick, and they gotta master that shit.
Listen, they've got so many formations and so much terminology, and I'm just like, why didn't you just call it a jet sweep? Like, why did they have to 646 Razorback left eye hop, 222 dive on 17. You feel me? And then all you see is like, oh, it's a jet sweep. Like, what the fuck? Like, why is y'all making this shit so hard? But I guess you're giving everybody their assignment when you're reading the play.
Mm-hmm. It's telling the direction you need to go. This guy needs to go.
Right.
And then there are certain words that the defense is trying to pick up what you're doing, so you're using other shit that throw them off.
Listen, fellas.
Going to do something. Yeah, it's all.
Listen, fellas. Listen, fellas. This shit is about putting our best defensive player on their best offensive player, and forget about all the tricks in the middle. Yep. Because when somebody needs to make a play, they're going to their best player.
Yep.
You feel me? Like, so let's so we're going to keep this real simple, right? How many men they got? 11, coach. How many men we got? 11, coach. Everybody point out a man. That's my man. That's my man. Yo, yep. This lineman. Yep.
Coverage.
Now, listen, not even that. I'm gonna keep it simple.
Walter Payton so much because all that shit didn't matter for them.
Listen, this what I told. This how simple I make it. Like we got all our scheme and all that, but this how simple I want them. Like them thinking. Everybody get a man. Okay, you see your man. Okay, you got him coming out the backfield. That you okay? So now this your man, right? How we win the game, coach? Everybody whoop they man ass.
That's it.
If y'all whoop y'all man ass every play, guess what?
We win.
Now he ain't gonna let you whoop his ass. You feel me? But y'all want to know how we win the game? Everybody whoop their man ass. And for those who can't whoop their man ass, we'll put somebody in the game who will try to whoop his ass. But if everybody, this how simple the game is, y'all. If our 11 whoop their 11,
we gonna win this.
We gonna win this because you know what? Everybody like all this pretty trick shit, this and that, boom, 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 boom. I said this game is based off physicality, fellas.
At the end of the day,
said the most physical team is gonna win. I said, so guess what? When that man come down by that jet sweep and they fake that jet sweep with that man coming in motion, guess what I want you to do? I want you to tee off on his motherfucking ass. Hit him like he do got the ball. And make that motherfucker say, coach, I ain't running that no more.
Like if you running through a brick wall, I need you to go through that shit.
That's
his
that.
ass up.
That's that hit where you like, bitch, don't even think about getting the ball. Don't worry about it. He ain't about to be about shit for the rest of the game. Y'all just see the way Kyrie just leveled him. He mad. Told him I ain't even had the ball. Shut the fuck up. You getting hit every play.
Like, yeah, you ain't had the ball, and I'll do it again.
Do it again if you even act like you gonna get the ball. That's how hard I'm gonna hit you. So just imagine when you really got the ball.
Yep.
I told him, man, y'all crazy. If y'all didn't gain, if you was, man, it's 11 on a real simple football. Then now, okay, we put all our little tricks in. Now I mean the 4-4 Reaper defense and all this and that. I said it's real simple, y'all. We dominate the line of scrimmage. What's the line of scrimmage? A gap, B gap, C gap on both sides. Everybody got a gap. The front seven, everybody's responsible for a gap. Them motherfuckers out there responsible for stopping the pass. You control your gap, we win. It's real simple. A gap, B gap, and C gap. That is what we must control that. If we control that, yo, they have no chance of winning.
No chance
at all.
But unfortunately, now we got so many guys who don't follow it. Basic assignment.
Period. See, if this is your man, stay with him.
Dog.
Like it astounds me how much nowadays in this era of football, how I see people open, like the way they're open. You didn't see shit like that back
these
in the
corners
day.
getting free releases all the time. The corner will be in a press position, and then they don't even touch a receiver. It is the most mind-boggling thing. I'm like, at that point, why are you even at the line? Why is you even out here?
I mean, you think about like a Jerry Rice, right?
But listen, this how they
wasn't the
evolved the game.
fastest person. He wasn't even like a top 10 fastest dude in the NFL. That motherfucker knew how to get open.
But listen, this is how the game has evolved. This is how sneaky these motherfuckers get. Right there, the defensive coordinator got a scheme. I want you to get up and press. I want you to give the appearance of press, but at the last minute, I want you to bail. You feel me? So now he thinking he got to come off with this at the line because you about to press, but the whole time you about to bail. So
hesitate.
Right. So you got him hesitating. All right, just let him start back there from the beginning then. But this how the game has evolved there. You have to trick each other. You feel me? I'm gonna show you the impression that I'm a press, but my job ain't to press.
But the thing is,
I'm gonna actually bail and get back in his deep thirds, and this outside linebacker about to come cover these flats because we're really playing cover 3.
And that's all well and good, but if you doing that the whole game or you're just showing press, but you don't actually press,
listen, ain't no, like, you not about to do that and no defensive coordinator about it because that's his job, bro. You about to get him fired. He has to be telling you not to press. We want to show something, but that's not what we're really running. We trying to bait you into a mistake. Now, every now and then you might throw a press in there, or you know what I mean? But we giving you a different look than what it's actually going to be. Nah, you think you think I'm about to slant with him across the field. No, I'm about to appear like I'm a slant, and I'm about to drop back in deep thirds. My middle linebacker got him on hook the curl.
Mm-hmm.
And you hope, but then a smart quarterback like, bitch, you ain't even pressing. I could tell by the way your feet standing that you ain't pressing.
Right. Like,
you feel me? You want me to think you pressing, but I know what a corner look like when you about to press.
Yeah, they get tired running around the sick half. They used to.
And so that shit, that NFL, like even in high school, it ain't more about my 11 better than yours. Like, man, my 11 not smarter than yours. We're gonna win the game because they done took the nuances of the game and they done made it so elaborate and detail and option routes and all this and that. Yo, listen, if the corner playing inside shade, you know I'm going to break to the outside. If he playing outside shade, we know they in zone. I'm going to try to take the middle of the field. So we got to process all this shit to see, like, to make sure we on the same page. When you run this option route, oh, where the fuck was he throwing the ball to? Yo, he read it wrong. He was supposed to break out, dum-dum. He was playing inside shade. So, like, they done made a simple game very complicated. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, the game ain't meant to be played by grown men. This is a fucking kids game. No fucking ain't no grown man supposed to work out 9 months a year just to put on some pads and run into each other at the highest speed of velocity they can attain. That ain't what the human body's supposed to do.
You're right about that.
I tell people, bro, you have to be a maniac to play football after high school. You gotta be.
Yeah, no, you really do. There's a different kind of level of crazy you gotta have.
Yeah, especially if you go into high school and they, man, the schools that offer me was small schools. Like I didn't have no Power 5. I was a little dude, but I was a baller. But I didn't have no, like I had Alfred and you know what I mean? Bullshit ass Division III schools wanting me and shit like that. Even them programs was different. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, nobody on the team is trash. Even the punter is good.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. I feel today nowadays like for the players they fell victim to the camera.
Yeah.
It's them being disciplined. Like, are you disciplined enough to?
It's the way the game is made.
It's not about winning. It's not about winning no more. It's not about winning.
I ain't gonna fuck. If I was in the NFL, like, yeah, I'll be there to do my job, but I'll try to brand me something too because, like, they contracts be non-guaranteed, and the team could void their contract at any given time. So, like, if you don't make it to that second contract and get your guaranteed life-changing money,
yeah,
like a minnow in a fucking man, we got 1 million people we could replace with you, but cheaper than that.
Nah, I feel it was too much money in the contract. Right now, it's too much. Right now, just too much money in the contract. Like, we're gonna get this player 80 mil. We're gonna get this player 80 mil. It's
like, yeah, but that's what the people be want. Like in the contract, listen, man, it's only one thing that matters in the NFL contract, bro. What's guaranteed?
Yep.
Okay, we giving me $180 million contract, but how much of that is guaranteed? Oh, 100 of it? Okay. He's never going to see that other 80 million. Basically, he know he playing. That's why when they want their number, they want their number. Nah, I need 100 guaranteed. Because out of the 100 guaranteed after the taxes and all that, me paying my agent, I'm only going to be getting like 75.
Yeah.
For the 4 years. So I'm really where it says annually that I'm making $15 million a year, where I'm only really bringing home like 9.
And that also depends on what state you in and all that.
Right. That's why I say taxes. We just say a few million for taxes. You feel me?
Yeah.
Regardless of what state
you in Cali, man.
Because one thing you can't get away from is the federal tax. You feel me?
Right.
Texas, yeah, you ain't no state income. And listen, and that helps tremendously.
Yep.
If it ain't no state, but trust me, the Fed's gonna get.
The Fed's gonna get theirs.
They're gonna get theirs. Ain't no escaping the rate. You feel me? So it's just like, yeah, that guaranteed money be all that matter. Yo, how much do I get whether I play another down or whether I play 10 years? How much is guaranteed? I don't care what's on the back end and the 30% increase. How much, when I sign my name, how much of this shit is guaranteed?
Because unless you like one of these top end quarterbacks,
80 million guaranteed, I need y'all to pay me in $420 million installments.
Yep.
One right now, another at the end of this physical year.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want that other one by the third quarter, and then give me that last one and break that up like that.
That's why you see some of these structures like money guaranteed after like the 5th day of the next league year and all that. They're like the injury guarantee because they don't like it's still part of the guarantee, but that's more like the practical as opposed to we know the signing bonus they getting that no matter what. That's where you're getting right there, but that's why you have all these other machinations.
But see, I'd have did some shit like this. Fuck your currency. I want 80 million guaranteed. Yep, give me that in solid gold. Give me 10 million and 70 million and 70 million in gold.
Yeah, ain't gonna do that.
So I want 70 million in gold. You know how much that should be worth by the time I catch shit, man. With $10 million, listen, with $10 million, you could take care of all the motherfucking immediate family you got, unless you got like the fucking Brady bunch. But you can take care of all the immediate family you got, hit them off, and still be living comfortable and never have to spend it down. You can live off your fucking your interest. Take 10 million, you just say you blow 5 million, getting everybody what they want, getting your little house, whatever, not even no big house, just $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 houses.
Yeah.
And then you put 5 million in one of them LLCs or something that, and then guess what? You don't even have to touch that 5 million. You can live off the interest of it every year.
Unfortunately, there's too many players that don't understand how to manage their money for real.
And that's just like a brief breakdown. That's why I'm like, I don't get how these motherfuckers be going broke, because like,
because they don't understand how to. They be thinking, yo, I got this. They try to, and they just.
First thing you need to do is ask them folks, how much of this am I going to owe y'all in taxes?
Yeah.
Let's get that straight right now.
Now you're right about that.
And then, if ain't nothing in your name, if it's like in a family trust or some shit like that, nothing's in your name, what can they recoup? That's like that soccer player who put all this shit over in his mom's name. Now his wife want to divorce and she mad because he ain't got nothing, no assets, no nothing.
Oh, he got them. They just not in his name for her to take.
Yeah, he got it. It's just everything in his mom's name.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So it's just like it's way like, yo. So you telling me, okay, I'm guaranteed 80 million, and out of the 80 million, I owe y'all 17 in taxes. Take that right now. Right now. Take that off the rip. I don't want to pay that in payments, and no, take that right now.
Worry about it later on down the road. Go ahead and
so now I know I'm really dealing with 63 million. You feel me?
Right.
Now I'm safe. Now let's go to work. Let's make the money work for itself.
That's it.
And the more and more you let your money sit, and the more and more you educate yourself how to make it grow. Everybody already got what they need, because that's all I'm giving you. I ain't giving you what you want. I'm gonna give you what you need.
Yep. And then you better figure it out from there, because if you don't,
yeah,
well,
like
you ain't
Mama Love get a nice house, but she gonna get something she can maintain if something happened to me. She ain't about to get no $3 million house. Fuck my mom need all that house for.
Right. Like it sounds good, but then she like, well, what am I gonna do with all this damn shit? Like exactly.
What do you want? Nice suburban area, mom. Okay. What you want? A 4-bedroom with the little spiral staircase? What? A little $500,000 house?
Just call it.
So remember, the maintenance on the house and all that. So yeah, we're gonna. Mom got a nice crib. Everything she wanted in her crib. buy some fucking land and call it a fucking day. Wait for some developers to try to gentrify some shit and sell at the highest cost.
Lamar Jackson gonna be out the next 2 to 3 games.
Yeah, there go their season. I mean, nah, because Tennessee showed that you can win 2 games with Derrick Henry, but they need all 3 of these.
Yeah, and I listen. They got Cooper Rush at quarterback. They ain't winning no games.
Nah, and see, this where people like jumped the gun. Yesterday, I heard a conversation. People were like, "See, Shador's stupid. He didn't want to go to Baltimore because." I said him going to Baltimore is basically him admitting that he's a fucking backup quarterback. Because Lamar ain't going nowhere for the next 8 years, bro.
Right. It's like, okay.
So basically, he got to prey on Lamar downfall to have a shot at starting. That's not what that kid's seeing for himself. Right. But they're like, but he'll be playing right now, though. I'm like,
you saying that after the fact, like that's counting on Lamar getting hurt. And why Lamar getting hurt? Because his offensive line is garbage. Because he's offensive play caller. Sorry.
At least he could get out the way. Shador can't get out the way.
So then he get hurt too. Now what?
Man,
I said we all know Shador should have been a first round pick. The only quarterback that they thought was better than him in college was Cam Ward.
And they didn't even start. They weren't even talking like that until the combine. Honestly, they weren't talking about that all through the season before.
When Shador said, "Why am I answering questions? Just watch the tape." Why am I throwing? Just watch the tape. Oh, he blew everybody off. No, he held a pro day. What are the benefit? What are the benefits of me competing in the combine if I'm already supposed to be a first round pick?
Right.
I can't do nothing but hurt myself.
Like,
I already know I'm one of the top 2 quarterbacks in college football. So my pro day it can't benefit me none. Because guess what? I'm gonna do the same. I mean, the combine can't benefit me none. Because the same shit action at the combine, I'm gonna do at my pro day.
And even then, like you didn't see what, like all this is the underwear Olympics. What did I do on that field when the games were actually being played? Because that's really all that matters.
That's all that matters. Like people like, oh, I say, yo, how many Colorado wide receivers made a football team this year? I said, if you look, 4 of Colorado wide receivers are on the 53-man roster, right? I said, who the fuck was throwing them the ball?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So the wide receiver's good enough to get a shot, but the nigga who's throwing them the ball ain't. It's usually the other way around.
Right.
Everybody knows it, but like, God got a plan for him. Did you see that little nigga face when they put Dylan Gabriel in the game?
They put Dylan.
They zoomed in on that nigga face with the headset on. That little nigga was tight as fuck. Like
Dylan Gabriel, like dog. Dylan Gabriel wasn't even. He shouldn't. Like he wasn't even a third round pick. Everyone said like this dude got a lot of questionable stuff. You saw his games. How he go in the 3rd round?
You want to know why? Because that's the guy Stefanski wanted. Because come to find out, Stefanski golfs with Dylan Gabriel's father. So it was already pre-picked that I'm going to pick your boy in the 3rd round. He didn't want Shador Sanders because he knew what came. He knew Shador is the better quarterback, but he knew if I pick Shador in the 1st round, right? And I throw this kid out here to start, and this shit don't go as it should go because we don't have the requisite pieces around him, meaning a good offensive line. It's going to look like a shit show. When it looks like a shit show, who are they going to blame? They're going to blame me. Man, then I got to hear the shit about, is Deion coming from Colorado to coach the Browns?
We knew that wasn't going to happen.
I don't want the kid. He's more trouble than he's worth. Now, if I had the right pieces, yeah, I'd take the kid.
He still wouldn't be. I mean, Kevin Stefanski has had teams for a few years and done nothing of significance with any of them.
None.
Like we got too many coaches in this league that's just hanging on.
Baker Mayfield left and took off without
him. Like how? Like Baker Mayfield is better without him.
The George Taylor's in there probably about week 9 or 10. Just throw him in there till you won't get the fans off his back.
Yeah, so like, come on, man. But all I know is when I seen him against the Carolina Panthers, which is another NFL team, when I seen him with the first unit versus first unit, he only completed 61% of his passes and threw for 2 touchdowns and no interceptions with the first team against another first team.
But we gonna say Dylan Gabriel is the best man. Wait, Joe Flacco, who been in the league for 200 years, in fact, they got him out of retirement.
Listen,
no, not retired, but like he was sitting on the couch. They got him back in this.
The owner did something. He made them take Shador. Like yo, this kid's still around in the 5th round. Y'all not take Shador. We don't need him. I don't give a fuck what you need. I said take Shador. And he come out and said, oh, I had nothing to do with the Shador pick. Well, who the fuck picked him if Kevin Stefanski never wanted him? The only person who could make Kevin Stefanski pick him is the owner. He had just proved he didn't want him. He picked the quarterback in the 3rd round. So obviously that wasn't Stefanski pick.
Oh, we know the one's good.
It was the owner. I said, y'all fucking kidding me? You know how much fucking money that kid would bring to Cleveland?
Oh, that's what they're using him for right now. He bringing in money, but they got him on the bench.
Man, the little guy is so smart, and shout out to his brother Bucky, because he set up this clause in his fucking contract called the prime equity clause. Nobody has ever had a prime equity clause because it never existed until they brought it up. He gets the percentage off of he basically has an NIL deal with the Cleveland Browns. It's any jersey, any video game, any cardboard cutout, any poster, anything, I get in on all that shit. You use my name, you use my image, you use my likeness, I get in. Very hefty, too. They said the kid is probably, being a 5th round pick, he's going to be the only 5th round pick that generates more revenue than any first rounder this year. He's going to end up with more cash than the number 1 overall pick. Cam Ward got what, 40 million? They said Little Prime is probably geared to make like 70 million with his prime equity deal, being a 5th round pick. So guess what? He won. He won.
Yeah.
He was born into wealth, and he was worth $7 million coming into the NFL. But that prime equity clause just got all that jersey sale. How he the number 1 selling jersey in the NFL? Oh, he eating off all that. Lovely. Every time one of them fans go in that goddamn clothing store and buy a Cleveland Browns Shador Sanders jersey, oh, he eats more than anybody else eats.
Make me just be like that. I'm glad for him. It's also kind of made me wonder, like the players as a whole, the NFLPA, like y'all can come up with something. Y'all can push to get more of this in y'all contracts. Y'all can come together and say, hey, we could actually get things better for the guys that come after. Knowing how volatile this game is, knowing how these owners be doing. Nah, we want more rest time. We want to prioritize other things that
I just want y'all to do me a favor, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all Google the prime equity clause.
Do that right now.
And see exactly what Shador is entitled to, because that is, what's the name of it? Prime
equity clause.
I read that. I said they're brilliant.
His contract. It's been reported granted.
You hear me?
Yeah.
What fucking 5th round pick you ever heard command some shit like that?
I ain't never seen no one command like this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Now you tell me who won.
And they really wanted him to go to Baltimore. Man, Dalton, he picked right where he needed to go to.
I'm about to sit here for free and collect millions and make the people of Cleveland love me.
And the thing is, you had all these teams that needed quarterbacks. The Giants need a quarterback. The Steelers need a quarterback. The Raiders need a quarterback.
Coercion. Like, you know that.
Yeah.
That's
We know. Yeah.
The Saints, everybody. Like,
my God, the Saints need a quarterback. Tyler Shook?
Those niggas for Tyler Shook, yo. Like, I'm like, who? From Louis? Oh.
Like, nah, ain't no way.
I said, unbelievable. I said, now, what the Giants did, you know what? Say, yo, we're going to take Abdullah Carter because we think he's a better football player, which is reasonable. You feel me?
Right.
Right? And we know Prime going to be gone, but if we can get Abdullah Carter with the number 2 or 3 pick, and with the 3 pick, and trade back in the first round and say, let's say, get a Jackson Dart, somebody we don't have rated as high as Shador, but pretty damn close. Yeah, instead of taking Shador at 3, let me get that. If I can get Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart, because you ain't thinking no way in the world that you could trade back into the first round with all the teams needing a quarterback. You feel me? Even up to Pittsburgh up at 20.
Yeah.
You're not like, he's not going to be there after the first round. So we're going to take Jackson. It's something about Jackson Dart they like, but the kid got swag. He can play football.
Yeah, but the fact that, if I was making that decision, if I saw Shador still on that board, I'm like, Shador still on the board? Yo.
When they traded back into the first round, I thought they had it because that's what Malik Neighbors wanted and everything.
Right. Malik Neighbors what?
They had clips of them throwing the football with each other in the middle of New York City in the street.
From what I heard, like some people been saying that the GM wanted Shador, but the head coach wanted Jackson Dart.
Mm-hmm. Because the head coach said, I'm not about to put Prime over my head. He's not an established head. It's not like that would have been Mike Tomlin or Andy Reid. You feel me? Somebody who ain't like, I'm not worried about Deion. Like, first of all, because we do shit the right way. You feel me?
Right. But I mean, the other thing you got to understand is some of these teams were going to bring in Deion anyway.
I have no fear of Deion coming to take my job.
But there's no fear of Deion coming to the Giants anyway. The Giants wouldn't pick him up.
Listen. If you believed in Shador and you had a lame duck coach like the Giants do, could you imagine two Sanders in New York? Man, that would have been the biggest thing since sliced bread.
Well, it would have, but I know how the Giants get down. They weren't bringing in no Prime.
The Giants particularly.
Like, maybe if it was the Jets, I could see that. But the Jets wouldn't bring in Prime because they don't know how to get. They don't know what they be doing half the dang on time themselves.
But that's why but this is another thing. If you bring in Prime, you got to let Prime seize the moment.
And
this is show now. You feel me?
No, I know, but a lot of these teams ain't gonna do that.
They ain't want to do that.
But that's why I knew, like, certain teams, like, they were just never gonna do it in the first place. So worrying about Prime over your head wouldn't even make sense because, like, if you're the Giants ain't bringing in no dang on Deion Sanders, so they ain't never had to worry about that. We know the Jets weren't going to bring him in, but the Jets is dumb anyway. Maybe they had to worry about, but like, he ain't coming to no dang on Jets. You the Jets.
I guarantee you, out of all them teams, listen, between Cleveland, the Giants, the Raiders at 6, New Orleans at 9, Pittsburgh at 20. You feel me? Those are all the teams that I know needed a quarterback in the first round.
Right.
Trust me. 3 of them 5 teams didn't want him because if we drafted him, we drafted Prime too.
New Orleans definitely
You feel me?
Like I can see New Orleans dang.
But hey yo, it's all right for Arch Manning to do it though. You feel me? And no, listen, and that's no shot at the Manning family because they commanded that's royalty. You feel me? So they yeah, I respect it. But you got to goddamn, man, you got to give, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Yeah, because they RST, the right skin tone.
You feel me? And I look at them, they are the first football family. You feel me? So, but you're right. They got the right complexion for the right connection. I can say this type of stuff and not get no blowback. You feel me? Oh, my son not going to San Diego. What? Yep. He going wherever the fuck we draft him at. He not going to San Diego. Try me. All right, we draft him and trade him to the Giants. That's more like it. He's allowed to not put his son in a bad situation. But when a dude like LeVar Ball don't want his son in a bad situation, he's hard to deal with.
Right.
When the dude like Dion don't want his type in a bad situation, he's hard to deal with. I ain't say Archie Manning was hard to deal with.
They ain't say John Elway was hard to deal with because remember he got himself. He didn't go to the Colts. He got himself traded from the Colts to the Broncos.
Listen, and that's my favorite player of all time. He's the reason why I fell in love with the Broncos, bro. That guy right there. I mean, his pops definitely did it. They was threatening to sign a contract with the Yankees.
That's right.
It's cool when they do it.
Yep.
That's the problem when I do it. They got to they tripping. They be tripping. They be tripping. So, like I said, man. But son gonna get his chance to sign, but Baltimore wasn't it. He didn't see himself as a career backup. And how y'all gonna knock the young man for that? Oh, he should have went with Baltimore. No, the fuck he shouldn't have.
Nah.
That boy had aspirations of running a franchise. Not backing up an all-time great. You feel me?
Right. And he got too much respect for Lamar.
It ain't like Lamar. Now, I could see it if Lamar was probably a year or two from retiring. You feel me?
Right.
Then that makes it. But you want me to go to fucking Baltimore and this bitch is in the prime of his career. And he proved to y'all he could throw the ball, so he's going to be around. Add another 4 or 5 years to that just because he ain't going to be a running quarterback all his life. The bitch can throw. We found out the bitch can throw.
He been able to throw. He went to Louisville under a pro-style offense.
But they all said, what was they saying? Lamar Jackson should switch to receiver, and he should do this, and he should do that.
Yep. Called him a running back and all this other stuff. So what running back could win MVP twice?
What running back could throw for 41 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions?
Exactly. Should have been the third MVP he won. But we knew how.
They probably were going to end up like your boy who came out of Texas, Vince Young. They thought Lamar going to end up being like that, which he was.
And you want to know what the only problem Vince Young had? He was coached by Jeff Fisher.
Yeah.
A dude who didn't want him and didn't really do the right thing around him. If you put Vince Young in this modern day NFL,
he would have been eating.
Good googly boogly. Listen, and I got a personal infatuation with him because I bet $1,000 on
fucking his college championship game against USC. And the dude I was talking to, who I bet was talking so much motherfucking shit. My uncle friend. I said, all right. He was betting $1,000. The nigga was talking shit at halftime to us. You ain't got no faith in him, bet another 500. All right. Uncle Linwood, you better tell Johnny to have my money, because watch Vince Young walk these niggas down. I said, that dude is different, yo. But he was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Like Michael Vick would, yo, bro, could you imagine what Atlanta would have been like if they would have ran an offense like Jim Harbaugh run for fucking Lamar Jackson? They thought they seen some shit with Michael. Remember, Michael Vick only ran to save his life or a broken play. He never really had, coming out of college, like when he got to Atlanta, they never really designed plays for him to run. He would just make something spectacular happen.
And they never gave him the receivers.
And he was deadly accurate outside of the pocket. I watched the NFL Live clip, and Steve DeBerg, y'all remember the quarterback from the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah.
He was the first white quarterback I seen defend Michael Vick. He said, I'm tired of all this BS. He's not accurate in the pocket. And then he was showing clips of Peyton Manning in the pocket, right? Oh, he said, that's where your first mistake is. He's not Peyton Manning. So why do you want him sitting in the pocket? He said, but let me show you how accurate he is. This motherfucker showed some clips where this motherfucker completed 69% of his passes rolling outside the pocket. He said, so what you want to do is not keep him in the pocket. He said he's more accurate than Peyton Manning outside. He said him outside the pocket, he's more accurate than Peyton Manning in the pocket.
Play to your player's strength.
And that's what Steve DeBerg said was costing Atlanta. And he kept begging Arthur Blank, yo, please, fix this. You have the most dynamic weapon the NFL has ever seen. That was Steve DeBerg's words on Michael Vick. He was breaking down film on it. And he was debunking the theory that Michael Vick wasn't a good thrower. Fucking crazy. The dude completes 70% of his passes outside the fucking pocket. The problem is y'all trying to keep him inside the pocket. And that's not his game.
Never was his game. Like, obviously, you're going to be able to make some throws, but like, you didn't want to make a living with him in the pocket early on.
I do. If y'all remember, like, I don't know if y'all remember. If you remember the PlayStation 2 in Madden 2007, it was a point and period in my gaming days, because we played for money a lot, that you can't pick the Atlanta Falcons. It don't matter who. You cannot pick the Atlanta Falcons because you could not tackle Michael Vick on that game.
Right.
He was faster than everybody on the game. All you had to do was hike the ball, press R2, and roll out either way, and he was going to beat everybody to that. It don't make a difference if you took your man and put him way over by the sideline.
Like,
you can't use Vic. Like, Atlanta's off the board. That's a cheat code.
You can't use Michael Vick. No. You know how game breaking this dude is bad night.
You playing for money in this house at the trap. Atlanta Falcons are not. You can't use them. Nobody can use them.
No, imagine Michael Vick would have played for the coach for the Eagles right now.
With Sirianni?
Yeah.
If he was able to do the shit Jalen Hurts is asked to do, the only thing I can see Michael Vick saying is, "Now we ain't doing that tush push."
Yeah.
I ain't doing that shit. I don't squat 600 pounds like that nigga.
Right.
You got Michael Bush and you got Michael Vick in the run who's the running back?
LaShawn McCoy, and you had Deshaun Jackson as a wideout. Him and Jeremy Maclin.
I'm talking about they got
now on Saquon. They got Saquon. They got AJ Dillon. Like, bro,
AJ Brown and that
you
boy
got Brown and Devontae Smith, and then they got 2 tight ends. All they got Goddard. They got that dude Calcaterra. Like, bro,
like if he had those type of weapons, shit. Remember, his best weapon was Algie Crumpler and Roddy White.
he didn't even get to play with Roddy White for real though.
Yeah, true.
He also had Deshaun Jackson though. Cause remember that game? He threw that deep pass to him. Who was that? 20?
And yo, bro, Andy Reid had them niggas set up, and Chip Kelly came and destroyed all that shit. That motherfucker traded LaShawn McCoy for Kinko Alonso.
Nah, that was one of the goofiest things I've ever seen. As much issue I got with LaShawn McCoy and him holding the ball like a loaf of bread, you don't trade him for no damn Kinko Alonso.
Yo, they could talk that shit. Shady was him, yo. Shady was him.
Shady was him. Shady is the most elusive back I've seen ever besides Barry Sanders. If you go back and look at Shady's stats, you'll be like, oh, and he got 2 Super Bowls? Shady was him.
I know he was on the team with the Chiefs for one of them.
And he got the one in Tampa Bay with Tom in him.
Oh, yeah, he was on that roster.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't get viewed like that for real because he wasn't the same dude anymore.
I mean, when he got that second Super Bowl, but I'm talking about he had put in so much motherfucking work beforehand, and he probably would have had a Super Bowl if Chip Kelly never got hired in Philly.
Like,
that nigga came and broke that whole team up. Michael Vick, Jeremy Maclin, Deshaun Jackson, and Shady McCoy.
Look, that's a crazy. I'm like, how you going? First it was Shady, then you get rid of Deshaun Jackson, you get rid of Maclin. I'm like, bro, the Eagles had weapons for an ill minute.
That motherfucker wanted them white boys from Oregon in there. That nigga traded one of the top 3 backs in the league at the time for Kinko Alonso.
Nah, I can never do that. That's insane.
And think about the run Shady went on up in Buffalo after that. Shady went crazy in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, like people thought he was out of element. I'm like, y'all forget this nigga's from Pittsburgh, bro. He's from the Northeast. He used to playing in cold weather.
Like, if people act like it don't get cold in Philly, like, dog, like
snow like a motherfucker in Philly. So that's why I said Buffalo wasn't a big shock to him, like Marshawn Lynch, who said, "Man, I had never even seen snow before."
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but Chip Kelly is responding. I believe they would have got a chip.
Man, all they had, all they had to do was just.
I'll tell you,
just retool some of that roster, and they shouldn't even. I'm surprised they actually fired Andy Reid. Like, I guess it was his time to go, but like, Chip Kelly was the wrong dude.
All he did was leave to go get 3 more Super Bowls.
Well, once he got Patrick Mahomes,
yeah.
That had to help.
I mean, he did trade up 10 spots, so he must have knew something about the kid.
Right.
They traded up 10 spots in the draft to get that motherfucker.
Oh, damn! I'm still mad they didn't win one with McNabb.
And I'm telling you the fact that even that year, I didn't think Patrick Mahomes was the best quarterback in fucking college. I just thought he was a recipient of being in that air raid offense in Texas. You feel me? Kid with a big arm, throw the ball, run around like backyard football, and throw the ball down the field. That's
he great at that backyard football. I can't lie.
He's just exceptional at it.
But then, as I seen him play as an NFL player, I'm like, oh, Patty got some shit with him.
Yeah, that boy Kill Kingsbury holding him back.
Yeah, that Pat Mahomes got some shots. Said, damn, I see Andy Reid vision now. This what Andy Reid seen. So okay, makes sense now. But like he had Philly set up to succeed, and they let Chip Kelly come in and destroy that shit. Got niggas running around drinking smoothies and shit. Get the fuck out of here. He wants smoothie machines set up in the cabin. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Like, you ain't serious for
with that West Coast Cali bullshit. Fuck out of here, my nigga.
trying to run this like it's basketball. We gonna do this
Like
24 seconds.
Oregon. Fuck out of here. I said, man, that nigga ruined that, and that shit pissed me off because Sean Jackson was about to hit his prime. I said, oh, they set.
All they needed, all Philly needed to do was just get one quarterback to develop. So, like, because I mean, I love Vic, but he did get hurt a lot. But like, just get a guy all right, this guy, he might be a franchise guy one day. At the very least, we know he can hold it down for us.
I mean, he caught the concussion. I remember that play when he hit his head on the carpet. He caught the concussion, but at the end of the day, you knew with that team, you had at least 4 good years with Michael Vick.
Right.
And in them 4 years, y'all probably should have won 2 of them championships. Remember, Andy Reid took Michael Vick fresh out of jail. Come on, I got you.
Yeah.
Come over here, play back up for a minute so you get your legs and shit back under you, and then we're going to let this bitch take off like a 747.
I'm sorry, but he should not went to jail in the first place, man. He was.
I mean, for dog fighting, like first of all, I fought his peoples for that because it's like ain't no way in the world. I know my man looking at 2 years and this nigga's the breadwinner and this nigga got all us up and I'm about to let this nigga go to jail. Even if I wasn't involved in the dog fight, I'd be like, nah, that was all me, y'all.
Right. Like, yo, like, nah, that wasn't him.
Have nothing. He didn't have no knowledge of what was going on. The only thing he did was because he thought we was buying dogs for breeding purposes. He had no idea we was fighting dogs, y'all. Don't listen to them. They're just trying to get money out of the situation. I'm telling you, that was all me.
His own cousin said on TV, Michael wasn't involved. That was on us. He just brought the house that. He brought that house for his cousins. And they were doing that.
I said, y'all had that much hate toward that. And he had just signed that big contract with Nike and Atlanta.
Yep.
They voided both of them shits. But that's good because I want to see how he do at Norfolk State because he's the head coach at Norfolk State.
Well, he probably about to be the head coach at Virginia Tech next year.
Well, you think they're going to get rid of Frank Breeman's son? You know, that's Frank Breeman's son who coached at Virginia Tech.
Frank Beaver's son at South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina?
Yeah.
I thought they said he was at Virginia Tech. You may be right, Lemon Pepper. Like, I may be wrong. I thought he was at Virginia Tech, but okay.
He wanted the Virginia Tech job, but Virginia Tech went another direction. They just fired the head coach they had. So right now they got an interim coach right now. But people saying they want Michael Vick as the next head coach, even though he had not been head coach that long at Norfolk State. It's his first year there. So.
Come on, that motherfucker put Virginia Tech on the map.
Yeah.
They thinking if we bring Michael Vick here, it's gonna be like sure like a Deion Sanders situation where we get all the money.
He's still relevant enough where he can still recruit the good kids. And if nothing else, he'll be able to keep the kids in from the Virginia area and state. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that's Mike Vick, dog. I'm going to fuck with Mike Vick.
And I keep on telling people the problem at Colorado right now is they don't got no good D line or O line. If they had a good defensive line, O line, they'd probably be a better team right now. Like they got the O line and D line.
That's what Deion said. He said he need them lad babies down there. He said he ain't got a chance to get them yet. As far as recruiting, he said he get a few one in like the one offensive lineman he got. He got a 5-star offensive lineman like left tackle, but like that's the only 5-star offensive lineman he got. Overall, the line is trash. You feel me? He got the boy who came in and protect Shador last year. But you got to think about it. Like, he's going to have to get to a better spot. He's going to have to get to a better spot. And it's going to be hard because Alma Mater just extended their coach that they got. But if I was him, I'll be looking at Florida. I'll be looking at the University of Florida. Because I'm gonna get all the kids from Fort Lauderdale, from my hometown, from down deep Florida, and then I get to tap into some of the Georgia kids because I'm right there on the border. I get the best of both worlds. I'm coaching Florida. I'm automatically going to get Miami and them Fort Lauderdale kids. And then I'm right there close enough to the border to steal a few of them Georgia kids.
Normally in Florida, they get all the players from South Florida. That's where all the top players are in South Florida. When it comes to Miami, Florida State, and Florida, like, it's hard to get players out of Georgia because now that Georgia's doing good, players want to play at Georgia or Georgia Tech.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. They right there, Gainesville, right there at the border. That's northern Florida. You feel me?
Yeah.
You go because guess what? It ain't enough spots for everybody. Georgia's so deep in talent, man. Them motherfuckers let 4 or 5 star recruits walk out of state.
With the whole NIL thing right now, you got certain guys on the universities who probably wouldn't go there in the first place because they don't play in the type of system that they were normally playing in high school.
I just know down there in Florida, he'll be able to get them dogs like he want down in the trenches. Because I got to imagine a lot of them boys like, man, I'm not going to Colorado and playing in that shit.
Yeah, and plus it's in Colorado. Ain't nobody from Colorado playing
altitude,
cold weather.
Right. It ain't as bad as people would assume. Like, but it's hard. Like, you're going to get a lot of them Midwest kids. You're going to get a few Cali kids. You feel me? You ain't going to be able to get them dogs from down south. Not Colorado. Maybe if you was at Ohio State or Penn State or something, you might get a few up there. But you ain't getting
Shoot, if Deion was at Florida, say he'd be dominating right now.
Because he has every tool at his disposal, Lemon Pepper. He could do whatever the fuck he wants to. Like, he would have talent at his disposal. He probably really wouldn't have to recruit outside of the state of Florida because I don't think no other name is big enough to draw kids away from them. Like Coach Prime in Florida, come on, man. This nigga getting niggas to the league.
Yeah. Like, he can get 5-star quarterbacks to come to Colorado, but right now he can't get those certain key players he really to come to.
Think about this, though. That nigga, he got a 5-star corner to come to Jacksonville State when every big fucking Power 5 school in the country wanted him. And that kid chose Jackson State over them just to follow Coach Prime. If you remember, Travis Hunter was recruited by every college in the country.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he chose Jackson State. Fuck everybody up. They're like, oh, Deion got to be paying him and all that. I'm the best corner in fucking high school. Why wouldn't I go play under the best corner who ever played the game?
He made all those APU university a lot of money when he was at Jackson State too.
He left because he said Jackson State wasn't doing right with the money. And he went to exposing their ass. Man, we're making all this money and these folks won't even put it back into the program. Like, he had to fight for them to change the food for the football team and all that shit. That's why Ed Reed left Bethune-Cookman, man. When that nigga showed his face, man, this is the shit we practicing on, man.
He was walking through their practice field and like, man, look at this shit, man. This shit on level, man. We gonna have all types of high ankle sprains and all that shit before we even get to a fucking game. Them HBCUs, they don't be doing the right thing, man.
And the things are bad right now. You got the U.S. government saying we ain't giving you no more money. Y'all gonna have to survive on your own.
Yeah. But y'all got they got enough famous alumni where they should be able to, a HBCU should be able to survive on its own. I ain't even going front. It should be able to survive on its own. The way they got introduced and came in the college program, they should have enough money where they can survive on their own. If they stop putting all their money into their goddamn bands and fucking dance teams.
It was bad when you got students at Howard University complaining about how the administration are treating them there and how they doing the class on campus. They can't afford enough books for the campus.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's dirty work.
But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Like, I want to thank everybody for coming by, hanging with me, talking some football. We can probably do it again next Tuesday. Don't forget hit that on the subscribe button and follow. Like, also you can catch that too if you want to. If not, I don't give a fuck. Other than that, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.